What is good, family? We are back. Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. All right. Okay, y'all see the title, Detox Your Life. This is another edition of Intellectual Soapbox. You know what I'm saying? But you know what Tuesdays are, okay? Tuesdays are the Conversations. Yes. Okay, so get ready. You know what I mean? Because just like a snuggle blanket out of the warm dryer, QB is gonna come in and she's gonna give you that warmth, that love, and that energy. You know what I mean? But QB been kind of spicy this week, so she may the blanket may have a little fuzz on it a little bit, all right? Because she's been kind of spicy this week, but she's so good. Let me welcome in, my first guest before I start bringing up, the main attraction, which is QB. Let me bring up our first guest. You know what I mean, brother Jay Takashi. Jay, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
Man, doing good. Doing good.
All right, got you.
Man, yeah. Also, we got, the head of the non-relationship family, the best leader in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? M3. M3 was good, man. You know
What's up, Mr. Best? What's up, Jay Takashi? Nothing much, man. How you bros doing?
Doing good, M3, doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? We got to bring up the main attractions. This is Conversations herself. Okay? Miss QB. Hey, what's going on, family?
Hey, y'all. Bring y'all a southern love. And as Mr. Best in the World said, and thank you for that warm welcome. I'm bringing you a little cozy conversation that feels like that warm blanket out of the dryer, fresh out the dryer. Yeah, I was a little spicy last night, and so I got to bring it back down.
You can talk about what happened last night before I get to the comments. Go ahead.
Very bad. Look, okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinions. I am not one to try to make people see things my way, but I stand on what I believe in. And I found myself this close to going back and forth with somebody who had a different viewpoint and perspective on a certain matter. And I was like, you know what? And then look, y'all, I didn't just drop the mic when I left the room. I took the tablecloth off the table. I shut it down.
Wait, hold on. I gotta reverse me in M3 for a second. M3, talk to him and tell him what happened, man. Please.
Man, so look, man, our conversations, man, as always, man, usually get kind of heated. But I don't know how we drifted off from the topic of, is marriage 50-50 to like, is it okay for men to cry? That wound up being, courtesy of Miss Cubilla, because, when she dropped the mic, not only she dropped the mic, but she also dropped the finger and hit that end broadcast button. She was like, and I'm sticking to my story. With that being said, I am out. Realized that she know that she wasn't the only one that was out. We all was out.
Oh, man, that was hilarious. I was like, yo, what just happened? You know what I mean? And then I got a text message, and the text message was very, very explicit. And I was like, "Yo, I don't know what happened, family."
Because the last thing I heard when I was leaving, Mr. M3 said, "What just happened?" I said, "Oh." Last night was a night to remember, brother.
Yes, and thank everybody for being on last night. Thank you for joining. I just want to really say that. It was great. Want to thank Bolo TV, man. You dropping some jewels. Brother Razik was just super open and transparent. Thank both of them brothers. Gotta also thank the whole team. Gotta thank UQB, DJ the King. Queen Forever. Man, First Lady Tammy. Whoever I'm forgetting that was on last night in my back, I forgive you. Oh yeah, Marcus, the rookie Marcus. What up, Marcus? You know what I'm saying? In Truth, as always. Truth, I know, was on there too. Blood
and our surprise returning guest too.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. happy birthday month and week to Janae. You know what I mean? So good to see you as always.
Like she
Let me get to the chat.
She came in she came in like, "Hey y'all, what's up? What y'all talk about?" Okay, then she talk, and then like her phone went out or something. I don't know. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, she the life of the party right about now.
yeah, she was living up.
Yeah, she was. She was. All right, y'all. Let me get to the chats real quick.
Already.
We got Lady Sophia. Hey, Lady Sophia, good to see you. Just a splash. She said, step right up, step right up. Bad thunderstorms here. Charge phones and laptops with the light. Hope you enjoy the show. Okay, okay. Definitely. She said, intellectual soapbox. Salute to you as well. And three in the building. Yes, please. Like, subscribe, and please share this video. Please do that, y'all, okay? And we also got our brother, Daryl Long. What's up, D? Know what I mean? He said, let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Know what I mean? Lay Sophia again says salute to knowledge of relationships and Daryl Long. Oh man, I wish he had the thunderstorm.
When the raindrops fall.
You got she stole my thunder. You know what I mean? She says, hello everyone. Hello to you too. She stole my thunder.
Wait, hold on. I got you on this one.
Okay.
Even though I'm not on my computer, but for she stole my thunder, I gotta give her proper introduction. Let me go ahead and unlock this phone real quick. Don't worry, she stole my thunder. I got you, sis. I got you on this one. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Okay?
Oh
Yes,
wow.
the raindrops fall in the sky in Canada.
Oh man. Yeah, good to see you. She stole my thunder. Lady Sophia says hi to Takashi. We got moments with Mickey Red. Mickey!
What up?
Hey! She says, hey y'all. Hey Mickey.
Hey y'all.
You know what I mean? Just a splash giving her love to everybody. Also the QB, of course. You know what I mean? Daryl Long says, hey, Sophia, and hello to the panel, definitely. We got Ricky Marcus in the building. He says, the intellectual soapbox and empty knowledge and relationships, Jay Takashi. Just a splash, Daryl Long, most of Mickey Red. Shout out, salute to the panel and chat. Thank you, thank you. And remember, y'all all can join the conversation family, okay? You can all join the conversation. Definitely, come on up, come on up. So, Q, detox your life. What is this about? Let's get into it.
All right, so we're going to keep on with this spring cleaning thing because we're technically still in the spring of things. So look, as y'all know, I always start out with a quote to get the conversation going. So a detox is your opportunity to give your body a break and allow your own self-cleansing and self-healing process to kick into gear. A lot of people, okay, so we talked about decluttering, right? Spring cleaning once before. So it's one thing to get rid of stuff, but then it's a mindset of, okay, how can I keep this stuff from coming back? How can I really just clear this space and allow for positivity, love, light, and whatever else you need to enter into that space? Think about your body. Okay, so we say, I want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. My blood pressure high, cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to stop eating fast food. I'm going to stop eating burgers or fried food. Okay, you stop eating that stuff and you start eating healthy stuff. But think about your digestive system, so it's like you're putting healthy stuff on top of other stuff. And it's taking a long time to really go through your body and for your body to process it and for your body to reap the benefits. So what you need to do is take I'm trying not to be too graphic about this, but you do some power washing, and get all that stuff out. And then start eating healthy and your body can reap the benefits of, what you're putting into it. So that's one way to look at it. Detox from top down, bottom up, and everywhere in between. Detoxing is not only about changing your eating habits. Let's talk about detoxing your life all the way around. How many of us have people in our life that are toxic, that are causing us headaches, that are causing us to be stressed out for no reason? Like, do you pay my bills? Why am I letting you stress me out like this? That's my mindset. Your job. You got people on your job that think they're the boss. And like, you just want to put them in their place. Like, have you outgrown your job? Is it time to look for something else that's more fulfilling? Like, there's so many different factors, but I want to hear from y'all, and I want to hear from the people in the comment section. Like, let's talk about, okay, so you decluttered, you've gotten rid of some stuff, but how do you go about your detox process to ensure that, you stay on the right path? But first, let's welcome our guest. Oh, what happened did the doorbell get struck by lightning?
All right, I'm gonna let you in. Oh my gosh. All right, gotta bring in very hostile person. Good grief.
That's my sister. You better let her in.
That's right.
Yeah,
We need
she's in.
hostile.
She's here. Golly.
What is up?
All right, hush puppies.
What's up? What's up?
How you guys doing? What's up, Jay? What's up, QB?
Hey.
QB?
How you doing?
Alrighty, so
Yeah, all right, at 84.
84 degrees.
Exactly.
She's talking about me. She's talking about me. It was actually 84 degrees in California yesterday. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that joke. But we're just getting started our conversation about detoxing. We talked about decluttering a while back, but now it's like, okay, I need to clear the space out, mind, body, and soul, get some people, things out of my life, So I want to hear from y'all. Like, what are some ways you begin your detox process? Like after a breakup, new job, maybe change your diet, or maybe, I don't know, move to a new place. Let's hear it. I mean, it could be old, new, something you're thinking about doing. We're going to start with Mr. Takashi.
On me?
Yes.
Hold on, let me put my mic closer to me real quick. Hold on, guys. There you go. All right. Okay. One of the many few things that I do is I do a lot of meditation in order for this. When it comes to more of a detoxing, I gotta drink detox tea, unfortunately without any sugar, and y'all already know how that all tastes. And you gotta stomach it down. Yeah, man. And I'm a huge tea person. Screw coffee all day long. But it's a matter of like just trying to clear up the body. But I think more often than not, I really need detox of the mind, which just means I need to get away from the internet, get away from people altogether. I know that sounds very cancerous, but it needs to be done. The more you clutter your brain with all this internet nonsense or around, I guess, negative emotions of people, they can have an effect on you. And yeah, you sound better. Can you hear us, B?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but yeah, you gotta be able to separate yourself from individuals that are toxic to you and things like that. I don't have anybody in my group that's toxic. I'm more of the pardon my French. I am more of the jackass of my group, but the difference is I'm just more of the no. I took on that role willingly because I am that way by nature, but I'm still a good person at heart. There's a difference between that. Not a nice person. I'm a decent good person. That's all it is. But I'm seen as the big brother of my group, and I normally detox them. They detox me when I'm in my time of I guess downness. Or I guess like when I'm having an off day. But like I said, that comes with the detoxing. You have to separate yourself from a lot of things. And I tell people, get off from the internet, put your phone down, first of all, throw your phone on the bed or bury it underneath the grass for a few hours, but you'll never do that. And really get some fresh air and just be in nature. That's the best advice I can tell anybody about that. Other than that, it's all you guys.
Oh, yeah, thanks, bury that PS5.
Yo, relax.
Yeah. Amen. No. She actually has a point. You guys still in games, man.
That's right.
Your brain gets you right a boy's brain that way. Sometimes.
Yeah, you do. Rot a man too.
Hey, watch it. Well, we got. Let me get before we get to M3 and Queen. Lady Sophia says, I don't do petty. I let other person pack what I take, even if they keep my stuff. I gotta have that peace of mind. Great take, Lady Sophia, as always. So I guess it's on M3. QB, can you ask him a question again?
All right, can y'all see me okay now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. All right, so what are some ways that you detox or begin your process or have, like, so past, present, future, talk.
I remember.
Okay.
So things I'll try to detox. is like working out. Now, I don't do it ever so often. Well, I don't do it often like I should do. But whenever I do feel stressed, doing cardio is like the best feeling. Like I feel like relieved, like on my heart. Feel like I'm able to breathe better. Like I'm in a happy mood after the workout. It is something about like when you go into a gym, it's relaxing. Also, like other forms of detoxing is there's the stream life as well too. Sometimes, times it could be stressful, but most of the times it's also relaxing as well too. So because you're able to let everything out and talk to people and socialize. That's where I feel like my detox comes from personally.
All right.
Mm.
Thank you for
Thank you,
that.
thank you, thank you.
Now,
No problem.
Yeah.
let me ask you this: because you're married, do you and your wife have conversations about things that try to infiltrate your marriage? Not people, necessarily. Just you all let your jobs or other obligations kind of come in the midst, and you almost lose focus on each other. Like, okay, we need to detox our marriage before we lose sight of who we are as a couple. Has that ever happened?
Yeah, it happened before.
Okay.
When you focus on business, when you focus on work, and then that becomes a priority of your marriage, you know, it's recommended to like have these conversations.
Okay.
Even like if I'm streaming too much too, sometimes
Oh,
it's good to have these conversations so that way I can tend to my wife's needs. You
okay.
know, and vice versa, I guess.
Okay. Thank you. All right. And the queen herself.
Oh, hold on. Before we get to Queen, I got to acknowledge my people in the chat
No, you
land.
don't.
Chat land, I see you. All right, Queen. We got, scriptures
Mimsy.
and chill, aka Mimsy Limbs.
Mm.
I like the new name, Mimsy. I like the new name. You know what I'm saying? She says, hey, y'all.
Hey,
Definitely,
man.
definitely. Hey, Mimsy. You know what I mean? So Lady Sophia says, gardening is my
Salute,
peace,
salute.
cheap and relaxing indeed. Gardening? Hold on. Y'all didn't know you was a gardener, Lady Sophia. You got to let us know about that. Come up and let us know. You want to know about the garden. You know what I mean? She says hello to Mimsy, scriptures and chill. Hello to you. She also says, you have to know your limit with detox. And I've tried to help others and got overwhelmed. Their
Ah,
problems became my problem. Ooh, I like that
okay.
one. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna build on that.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
first, we're gonna.
put a star on that one.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right, Miss Queen. Where'd she go?
I'm right here.
Oh,
Detox. I think it's very important to detox. I haven't really had to detox anyone. They've detoxed themselves from me.
mm,
Um,
okay.
so they've eliminated themselves from my life. Um, I think the 19 really exposed a lot. So
Uh-huh.
because everyone was at home. So I'm like, now you still busy? Then that means we good. We good. I'm cool. Um, you at home with no job. How you busy? Anyway, we're not gonna go there. Um,
Mm,
so
mm.
Oh,
I think I'm
Gotta give
just
an alert. Alert for
I
that.
have a serious sweet tooth, and so I'm really just trying to be mindful of like sweets. And I realized I'm just trying to have more water, drink things without sugar, eat
oh,
more salad throughout the day, move more. Because sometimes, my job, I can be a little stagnant. So I
yeah.
have to set a timer and try to walk around or be mindful of how long I've been sitting. Um, I do love to swim. I think that's like my biggest form of exercise. I love the water and I can stay in the water forever. So just trying to do more things in the water. I've been watching a lot of videos of detoxing your liver, detoxing this. So I'm just trying to figure out, how to do it because I do work a lot. So, I got to be careful.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's it.
Well, I want to
And
read
All
this.
right.
meditation. I'm trying to meditate and pray
Oh,
more.
okay. And so we're gonna get
Queen,
into.
Queen, I just want to say, I'm sorry, QB. I just want to say, Queen, salute to Chubbs. Wherever they are, salute to Chubbs. Wherever they
Who? Oh, I'm a, yeah. She just
are.
texted me. She heard you. She said she about to punch you in the face.
All right, so I want to read this quote. I love reading quotes because I think it kind of helps to tie like everything people have been saying together, and it helps to bring the message, you know, to full circle. And this kind of ties in with what Queen was mentioning. Now, our bodies are wonderful. I don't want to call them machines, but for the lack of a better word, machines. Our body can do amazing things. However, the extra stuff we do can just jumpstart that process, those processes. Um, it says while detox diets don't do anything that your body can't naturally do on its own, you can optimize your body's natural detoxification system. So think about getting an oil change in a car. The car will continue to go, but you can only go so far with that same oil because it starts to get gunky and thick and sludgy and
Mhm.
dirty, and as it's taking in all this, stuff from the outside world. And so same thing with your body. Your body can detox. Um, just like your car has all these other systems. However, fresh oil, fresh fluids and other, parts. Look, I'm not a car person, so y'all forgive me. Changing the spark plugs and wires, you'll notice that your car starts to drive better than if you just let the stuff go. Same thing with your body, with your mind and your soul. The more you start to uh, do regular detox things,
Mm.
you will notice that you'll start feeling better. You will have a different perspective on life. You'll notice that you're less foggy in your brain, so forth and so on. So, and I'm sure people who exercise, like Mr. M3 mentioned this about when he exercises, he feels better. It's more than just helping your body stay in shape or maintaining your weight. It's about opening up your mental clarity, opening up different. It's about getting those hormones pumping, those chemicals in your brain flowing and pumping and things of that nature. So y'all, I know I'm not putting all my words together just right, but I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say.
No, we
Um,
understand. We understand.
I'm sorry,
Good,
I'm
we good.
having brain fog, and I feel like I need to do some detoxing myself. Um, so anywho,
So,
but I
QB, did you answer your own question? I'm just
it's
asking because I was about to answer it myself, but go ahead.
yeah, it's some things I need to do to I need to start getting rid of things that are not important right now and focus on what
Mm.
is, and stop allowing those unimportant things, those invaluable things to add stress, unnecessary stress to my life. And I do, like Queen said, drink more water. Yeah, drink more water. Anywho, but Mr. Best, you didn't get. Go ahead and share your detox statement.
Mm. No, so I think I'll do the detox. Sleep, definitely sleep. Drinking water. Exercising. Oh my gosh. Woo, my exercising now is on a different level. Ooh, child, I tell you, it's on a different level now. Now the endorphins is popping, the energy is good, and just everything is just moving in stride. I mean, the body is changing. It's just a wonderful experience. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing I do is gaming. I do a lot of video gaming. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I don't care if Queen likes it or not. I'm saying the game, the men need our gaming, all right? Some people do. And also, I also like to watch a lot of sports. And I love to just go out and just, especially since it's nice weather, you know, go out and enjoy the sun, enjoy the scenery. Spring is some of my time of me being at my apex. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer in hibernation state. I'm able
Okay.
to go out and get out and do stuff. So yeah. You know, I love the spring and summer. So yeah, that's what I do to like relax and detox and clear my mind. You know what I'm saying? Also, I also do these bomb, bath and reading sessions. Okay, listen, let me tell you something. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Okay, men, this is good for you too. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Get your tub game right. Okay, you do some bath salt because women do it too. Do some bath salt. You do some nice, mint soap or body wash. You know what I'm saying? Sit in that tub for a little bit. Get you a stack of books. You know what I mean? So you could refresh your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. And I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Get some good lighting. You know what I mean? And read them books. Get you read about 4 or 5 books. You know what I'm saying? It could be on your phone or it could be hardcover. Have your little book area where you can like sit in the tub and the books could be right next to you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't fall in the tub though. And and just take some time. Have some jazz playing in the back, and then just take some time to just cool out and read. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I have the jazz playing in the background. I'm reading my books. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Okay. I escape into my own little world. So I might do that today. But yeah, y'all. So that's what I do to like relax. And of course, there's social media. So yeah.
Okay, we're going to social media supposed to be on the bottom of the list. But okay. But if that works for you, then that works for you. All right.
Yes, Lady Sophia, yes.
All right. So you mentioned how doing a detox helps you to come out of that winter hibernation and into that spring, mode. And so spring also symbolizes like rebirth and renewal. And that's what a detox does for your mind, body, and soul is it refreshes and it renews you. And again, it helps you to clear out that fog, that sludge, that grind. Well, I mean, whatever toxins are built up in your body and your mind, detoxing helps to just to clear that out. But it also takes consistency. So we're going to get into how can we start this process and how to be consistent about this thing. What are some steps and things we can do to get this process going? But I want to talk about.
I'm born in the spring too. I'm born in the spring too, so that's what also is it's a motivator. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a time of my birth and time of renewal. So yeah, it's all in one. It's a beautiful time. Okay. But yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. And then I know you wanted me to highlight something from Lady Sophia, which I did.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that, and then I'll get into something else because this is the next thing I want to get into is going to be participation time. But let's get into Miss Sophia's. Can you put that back on the screen? Okay, you have to know your limit with detoxing. I've tried to help others and got overwhelmed. Their problems became my problems. Now I want to talk about this from a diet perspective. Any of you who've ever done a real juiced fast, juice detoxing, taking certain supplements to get rid of stuff out of your body, laxatives, whatever, there's a such thing as you can become dehydrated and you can cause more damage than good. So when you're detoxing and you're overdoing it, you can become your system becomes overwhelmed and you find yourself weak mentally, spiritually, weak, emotionally weak. And so it's like now you got to go back to doing something that is potentially harmful to build your energy back up and then try to start all over again. Then we also have to know our limits with other people. You can only do so much for people. They have to want whatever the help is. They have to want it. So be mindful of how you engage yourself with other people and other things. You have to know when to pull back, when enough is enough. Anybody want to share any comments on that?
Speaking of comments, let me get in the comments real quick. Lady Sophia says, hello to the queen. She says mint soap. I ain't tried the mint soap yet, but I am going to try it. It's some mint soap that I seen on Instagram from something called Sasquatch. I'm gonna try it out. It looks bomb. Looks like it's great. It's gonna exfoliate my skin on a different level. Unicorn says, just stop by to say, hey, Unicorn, what's up? What's going on, family? Hey. She said, and the Lake Sophia said, the Lake Sophia great info about what we smell and bubbly bath detox. Lots of kids wash hands over and over for that mental gratification from scents. Okay. And I'm going to highlight your comment again, so because we're building on that. But go ahead, QB. We're listening.
So I want to go around and see if anyone has any comments or they want to share a moment when you've overindulged, either helping somebody, trying to clear something out of your life, and it caused a few more problems than it helped. I mean, if you haven't had one of those moments, that's fine. But if you can remember, if you've had one of those moments where you overdid it, and we'll start with Takashi.
Man, I'll say this. For most people who I helped before, and someone became ungrateful or they just wanted to ask for more and more and more, you learn from those type of lessons. Because you give someone an inch, they'll take you all the way 2 miles. You know what I mean? You take them to the moon, then they'll want to take you to the galaxy. And so you got to be careful. Yeah, the galaxy, man. You know what I mean? The problem is that like you want to make sure that you set like a limit and boundary for everything that you do, because you don't want to stress your own self out. Look, we got our own problems as well too, and there's nothing wrong with trying to help other people to overcome their problems. But then it's like if they're constantly putting themselves in situations where they're constantly getting like into more and more problems, then it's gonna overwhelm you for yourself, because you're doing the best you can to try to help this person, but for some reason, this person really don't want the help that is needed.
Yeah.
But they want to bring you and suck you dry like a vampire. So if you don't expect me for me to help you and drain all my energy, my life points, if you can't even help yourself.
And see, that's where these come into play.
Oh wow! Oh my God.
Look, sometimes you have to sever those ties with people. We're gonna have to do a whole nother show on soul ties. And it's
Ladies
not
and
just
gentlemen,
about
this is the conversation spicy edition. Okay, so I hope y'all are ready.
Still got a little cayenne pepper.
Unicorn says, overdoing it. It is the story of my life. Okay. We've had conversation about that, Unicorn. We had conversations, you know what I'm saying? But I know that you are trying to find your balance, and that's what it's about. You know what I mean? You got to give effort and try to find your balance. As long as you're doing that and you're doing it the best of your abilities, everything else will work out. Definitely. You know.
Alrighty. Takashi. Is he still here?
Because we got a whole bunch of explanation.
So basically, can you share a moment when you possibly overdid it? I mean, if you don't have any moments, that's understandable.
No, I do. It was the protein stuff, and went to the doctor and I found out my mess up, like your organ function is weird.
Oh.
So, and I wasn't drinking them all like that, like a week. No, it was like maybe 2 a week, maybe if anything like that. But it just, to me, it's gotta be something more than just that, because it wouldn't do that. But that's what they said. As a result of my chest hurting again, and my chest hasn't hurted since I was like really, really, really young.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just be real on a couple of things. I don't take supplements. I don't do that. I don't believe. Okay, at least for my mind, personally, for me, the human body is fragile as all freaking heck, and I don't believe overloading it with a whole bunch of different stuff, or eating a bunch of less different stuff. It's like no matter what, it's like you can't win in my mind.
Okay.
Because to me, this is like a Russian roulette, and the house always wins. I don't care what anyone says. You don't win. The best thing you can do. Now I'm gonna be real. The best thing you can do is to take take the information you've been given and use the best of your abilities to live really, really long. And I'm gonna say this to everybody: get off that part of my fridge. Get off that goddamn freaking soda. Get off the
Yes.
freaking yeah. Get off the freaking drugs and literally and get off the freaking fast food and just get off your lazy ass and do some freaking work. It's simple enough. I'm sorry, I can't stress it enough more often than not. Now I haven't worked out in 2 weeks, guys, but I've been working out in my home to make up for something I can do. Because I've got I got bone spurs on my freaking heels. So I got a reason why I can't do heavy crap. But I still make time to do something because I'm not letting some stupid thing get in the way of me of what I want. So, just like I said, keep it a reminder to always, have that positive reinforcement in your head, but don't let it deter you. And even, and I do apologize, guys. I'm starting to lose my voice. If I sound angry or raspy, I'm losing my voice. So don't think I'm getting angry at you guys. I'm not angry. I'm rather neutral right now.
That's good. That's good. We glad we got neutral Jay Takashi on the panel, and
I'm kind of beating myself up right now, but I'm really neutral if anything right now. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up, bro. It's all good, man. Life gives us ups and downs, and we gotta adjust sometimes. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was supposed to feel like this. Whether you got a girl or not. I tell people that, man. Like, yeah, dude, it happens regardless. But yeah, Miss QB, that's what kind of happened to me, and also a little bit of my experience with it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Alrighty, Miss Queen. Did she sneak out to go get snacks?
Queen,
What happened?
Queen, you up?
You got snacks without us?
The problem, QB, I don't have to sneak out to get snacks. They're all in the office. So I gotta bring healthier ones.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Just a moment that you maybe overdid it when it comes to detoxing your mind, body, and soul, like your physical body, or just your mind and soul, or any area of your life.
I want to say, my body, I was trying to outdo some people. I went to a workout class. I was actually babysitting, and the husband and wife was like, "Hey, you want to come to a step aerobic class?" I was like, "Sure." So of course, I wanted to be in the back, but there was no steps in the back. The trainer had me come center front, and I was like, and there's all these like chicken wing looking chicks in there, not an ounce of body fat except for their nose. And so, he had us doing this stuff, and he kept saying, "Oh, good job. Look, this is how you do it. Blah, nice form, blah, blah, blah." I mean, people just think, that you don't know what you're doing because, you're not a size 2. But anyway, so, I was like, okay, well, I'm in the front. I can't be over here looking winded. So I pushed myself, man. I lasted an hour in that class, and we was doing some crazy stuff. I was fine on the way home. I took a nice hot bath, like Mr. 84 said, with some Epsom salts. Man, the next day I got up, everything hurt, even my fingertips.
Oh my God.
I was like, ow, 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 ow. That's all. Every time I took a step, I was just crying. I was like, I got to go to work. I got to go to school. This is not good. I mean, I was literally like in some serious pain, but yeah, that I realized I should just step back. I didn't have to prove anything to anybody, but I proved I could last in that hard class, but
you
I
paid
couldn't
for
walk.
it. Oh my God.
Anyway.
Alrighty. I know I have a lot of moments, and my overdoing it often led to me getting an infection. I've talked many times about this condition I have, and it it's because my lymphatic system is not functioning properly, and I already have toxins built up in my body. And when I get overly stressed, like try to push my body physically too hard, mentally too hard, whatever, I get stressed, and then my lymph nodes start acting up, and I literally get infections. I can get infections, even though there are other factors in that too. But I can remember sometimes specifically that it was linked to me being overly stressed out, and me going through an infection process takes about a good 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks to fully, from beginning to end, to heal. And it's not a very comfortable, pleasant place to be. I either end up in the hospital hooked up to IV antibiotics, or at home taking rounds of very strong oral antibiotics. My skin goes through horrible changes. It's a whole mess. And so I've been very blessed, within since August or September of last year, to not have had an infection. Um, so anyway, yes. I don't know if I've done something that's extra right or good, but I don't know. Haven't had an infection again. So we're going to pray that I keep that trajectory up. So yeah.
Definitely. Let me get to the comments in the chat land. I see y'all. You know what I
Yeah, that's
mean?
lit.
Daryl Long says, tuning in, family. Thank you, family. Salute to you. We got AR for him versus her solution. So shout out to everyone in the panel. Shout out to you, sir. You know what I
What
mean?
up,
Much love
AR?
to you, brother. What's going on? Lady Sophia says, all the advice is wonderful. I've been a diabetic since 1978. I
Mm,
stopped drinking, eat fresh fruit and veggies daily. You know you better than any doctor. Just do it, people. That's right.
yes.
Just like Nike said, just do it. You know what I mean? And she says hello to AR. Hey, okay.
All
Cool.
right. And so I want to read another part. Thank you, Sophia. Um,
Oh, it's my turn. Hold on, it's my turn.
oh,
Hold
we
on.
can't forget the best for
Um,
last.
um, okay. Okay, what was it? I'm trying
About
to look at her comment.
overdoing
Overdoing
it.
it, right?
Yeah.
Let me just find it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Much
Um,
better.
I mean, yes, I think at times we have to see where we're overdoing it in multiple circumstances, whether it's with people, whether it's with habits, anything like that. You know what I mean? I think at times, always want to push things to the limit, or kind of burn the candles on both ends. But I see where I took it too far at times. You know what I mean? And it almost cost me my life. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like, so, and a lot of times in those situations, you think you have control, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have control, but you really think you believe your own hype. You think you have control, but life shows you, what's really who really has control and who don't. You know what I'm saying? It will show you, and it will show you that you're not as wise or as slick or as charming or as funny as you really think you are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just could believe we can believe our shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to say it. You know what I mean? I can't say it no other way. You know what I mean? We gotta get to the point where we're able to see that and we're able to say, you know what? I have to make changes, and I've made a lot of changes, working out and my food regimen, just everything. I make tremendous changes, and I'm gonna continue to make changes because brother want to be up in here. You know what I'm saying? I want to be doing my live streams. I want to be doing, my vacations and everything else. Just enjoyed a little mini vacay to see my family, and it was cool. It was really cool. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, outside of that, that's been my focus. So yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Now I want to talk about, kind of go into more of the mind and soul of things. And so just like, we detox our bodies, we eat right, we might do the juicing for a week, eat raw, do vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, like all these different diets, or these different nutrition changes. I don't want to call them diets, nutrition changes. And we do all these things to flush out the toxins, so that everything else we put on top of that, once we start eating more whole foods, our body really starts absorbing the good part of it. Well, we're going through the physical aspect of detoxing, but we often leave out, okay, what do I need to do mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically to detox my mind, my spirit, things of that nature. And so when we don't do that, because we often don't put enough emphasis on our mental and emotional, the toxins build up and they can lead to lack of focus, fatigue, stress, indecision, overwhelm, and overcommitment, communication breakdown, mistakes and errors, health issues, unhappiness. Like all these different elements can start to cloud our mind and our spirit and our emotions. And we wonder why we start acting out and feeling some type of way. We wonder why we want to just snap anybody's neck to any little thing can irritate us. And I am proof positive of that. I'm going to share no stories. Yeah, little things can irritate us because we're not detoxing our mind and spirit along with detoxing our body. I'm gonna pause there. Anybody want to share anything? I know y'all share quite a bit. Anybody want to share anything random right there?
Random right there. I have it like 24/7, like dead ass.
Okay.
Like I get so angry. I don't need that timer, man. It'll be like 20, 30 seconds. I would literally want to snap anyone's neck off like just off principle, because I don't know, there's a lot of BS that's in the world, and I get that, but I have to understand that this is the real world. No one cares, and that's the really truly terrible thing of it all. And because nobody really cares, therefore, well, might as well vent my anger on all you guys who do not care. Then that makes you care once you're involved. So it's not really my fault, your fault for a lack of empathy.
Okay.
More often than I see it, but I see what you mean, Miss QB. I mean, don't worry, ma'am. It's not what it was when I was like teenager. Nowhere near. It's a little bit more controlled now. That's it. I told you, M3. 30, 40 seconds.
Alrighty. Anybody else want to share something? Okay. Well, there'll still be time later.
Queen or M3? Anybody? Queen or M3?
No. I'll go for M3. He gets angry if anybody comes at his hat.
What are we sharing? Anger? We're sharing about anger?
Well, just anything like when you don't take the necessary time to really detox your spirit and your emotions.
Lord. Let's not talk about them emotions.
It's like you take care of your body, but you're not taking care of your mind as well. There's still work that needs to go. There's separate work that needs to go into detoxing your mind and your spirit.
Hold on. Before you answer, Queen, I just want to get to chats real quick. Daryl Long says, "You are right, Jay. Many people walk around not caring about ish, only their own intentions, or works for them." True, brother, true.
Okay, I'm gonna need all y'all to stay out of my notes because he just used one of my words. Look, okay. First, it was truth, all of my notes. Now it's Daryl, all of my notes. Look, okay. So, how can we avoid, falling into these pitfalls, these self-made destruction, self-made destruction? How can we avoid that? One, set an intention. Okay, so it's almost like get ready to you declutter, detox. Just wipe everything off your desk. You send it a blank space. What do I want? Like, what do I want to achieve through this detox process? What's the next chapter of my life? Just what? I don't know how each of y'all do things. I like to get a notebook because I don't have the space to have a whiteboard. I like whiteboards too. But if you have a whiteboard, if that's your thing, chalkboard, notebook does it for me. And I like to physically write stuff out. So set some intentions. What do you want to see happen? What do you want to get out of this? Okay, just like when you exercise, you don't just go to the gym with no goals in mind, Like, are you trying to lose your belly, your sides, strengthen, bulk up, slim down? Like, what's your goal? And I'm sure M3 and Takashi can speak to this, and also Mr. Best, because y'all have talked about your working out. So, Yeah, so set your intentions. Don't leave it up to chance, because you do not want to play Russian roulette like Takashi said with your life. Let the no, don't want to go to the crap tables
Yep.
and crap out. Like, yeah,
You
you
get
want
it,
to say
miss.
something?
That's it. The house always wins, baby.
Look, you need to have some control up here. Learn the game. Learn how to play the game. On, you know. Anyhow,
I mean, you're right, QB. I do agree with what you're saying, Miss. The matter, no, I mean it's true that the house always wins, but you get something if you do participate. But
yeah,
the thing is, you can become easily, what's the word, indoctrinated to believe that you can keep winning. So I
yeah.
wouldn't.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
why, and that's when you lose. You
yes,
got to know when enough is enough. Well, actually, I just had somebody pull me away. I've never gambled in my life, but if I had a friend, if I win this, yo, just pull me away right now. This is what happens to all
Mm-hmm.
humans, and they decide they lose all their money. They
yeah,
get greedy. A bunch of, and that's why I like Superman. He's not greedy.
yeah,
Every human on the earth is greedy.
yes. And
YouTube soapbox.
Oh
we could
wow, wow.
I
we
love you, brother, but yeah, you're still human like the rest of us, man.
I have my moments. I have my moments.
I do
I
too,
mean,
man. I trust me. I ain't no saint either. Everybody, I just said I was a jackass. Everybody knows that.
Almost
So I'm definitely ain't no
moment.
saint.
what you what you
You
said,
got more
Marcus?
than moments.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Queen.
Wait,
Okay. Okay.
hold on, Queen. I got more of the moments, or does the
No,
soapbox?
84.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, 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 hey.
I mean, technically, so you have two names, so I don't know what to
Relax,
call you.
relax.
Oh, don't play yourself. This is QB show.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah,
Look, we
QB,
not finna get
continue.
super spicy. I don't do spicy over here. So
No, we're
Oh
not doing
yeah, okay,
spicy.
my
Yeah.
bad.
We're just talking.
That's for
But I
ladies'
want to
night.
let you host your show, ma'am.
I'm gonna
Ladies'
break.
night.
I'm gonna break out the incense on y'all. We
Okay. She's like,
She
everybody
gonna,
be like, it's
she,
ladies' night and the feelings right.
hey, she
look.
gonna shut the stream. She gonna shut the stream down like she did last night.
I wasn't here last night, so I don't know what happened.
Right, don't play
Oh,
with her.
praise the Lord. Have mercy.
Oh
It was.
man,
Was it bad
Yeah,
or was
it
it
was
good?
just something. It was
no, it was
something.
funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll hit that invite on you in a minute.
They need to play that old school ladies' night song. That'll make everybody feel better. I promise you.
Okay. All right. So again, set your intentions. Take inventory of your life. How do you want to grow in your next season of life?
Mm.
And you define, like, I have a journal that I call my manifestation journal. And I outline some things. So age 40 to 45, I want to see this happen. 46 to 50, I want to see, blah, 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 so forth and so on. Um, and so do that for your life, however it looks for you. Take inventory of your life. How do you want to grow? What areas of your life you want to grow in, and start your detoxing process. But write things down so that you can revisit it later. That's why I like to write, and I encourage everybody to physically type, write your vision, set your intentions. All right. Somebody mentioned getting out and about. Put the phone down. Spend some time outdoors. Reconnect with nature. Depending on where you are spiritually in your life, you don't even have to be a spiritual person. Get outside, breathe in some fresh air. That helps to clear your mind as well. I know it sounds all hippy dippy, whatever. Um, but actually spending time outside and getting that fresh air does wonders for your body. Um, According to this article, it says time spent outside has the power to invite encouragement, inspiration, and increased energy levels to your mind and body. It also improves overall physical and mental health, lowers stress levels, enhances the ability to concentrate and quiet the mind. So, you know how there are people who work in offices all day. Okay, let me ask, who works in an office all day or works in an enclosed space for the most part of their day?
I have at times. I
How
have
do
at
you
times.
feel? How do you feel once you get out, you close your computer, turn off everything, and you actually step outside and get the sun on your face, the wind on your skin? Like, how do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, you know what? But at times I don't want to get away from the computer sometimes, right? So there are times where I'm like, I don't want to go home. Maybe I should do some more stuff. Maybe I should do some more behind the scenes work, some more data entry, some more, just some more tech stuff completely. You know what I mean? Let me do this on the inventory. Let me do that. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that tomorrow, but let me do that right now. You know what I mean? So sometimes I would just continue to do work, even though I know like I want to get home and beat traffic. I'm like, man, whatever. Like I'm in my zone. So if I get in my zone and I'm like fully in it, then yeah, I don't want to go nowhere. But if I'm ready to go and I have a time limit, you know what I mean? Because there's times where like when I would work in my office, I would only want to be there for maybe 2 hours. Like I would literally go. I would literally wake up at 10 and 10:30 a.m., get in there by like 11:30, 11:45, eat lunch, do work for like 2 hours, and go home. Literally, I would do that some days. But then I was like, all right, but then those other days where I would be like, I'm gonna be here 8 to 5, like if not longer. Like I'm gonna be here the whole day, whether I got something scheduled or not, because I was just in my zone. So it all depends. Yeah, it all depends for me. Both were sanctuary at times. Yeah.
But getting outside and just stepping away from the norm, like the rat race, like it can help to open up your mind. Like you may not be focused on anything in particular. You may be hit with
Mm-hmm.
fresh inspiration based on the projects you're working on. So just getting outside of the working space. But it's just something about
Mm.
being outside. And now that I'm in a place where I can't go outside, when I tell you that I miss it so much, like I can't even begin to express why. And that's another reason why I stay in these little foggy moments, because I'm not getting natural vitamin D. You know, anyway, not going to go down that road, but
No, no, you're
anyway.
good. You're good. No, 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 no. And I understand your perspective, QB. I understand your perspective. Like you got to have the endorphins. You know what I mean? But I've learned how to be such a workaholic. At times that I wasn't even thinking about that. Maybe I should have. Maybe I shouldn't have done it as much. But I was so passionate. It's something that I love. But I got to get to my chat land. Got to shout out. Be easy that dude. So what's up, bro? What's up? Be easy. You just
Salute to
salute to the
BT that
panel.
dude.
Salute to Be Easy that do. Be Easy, you can come up if you like, bro. You know what time it is. You know how we do. Go ahead, QB. I'm sorry.
No, so I want anyone else you want to share, what it feels like to be outside, like physically outside. And then like Miss Sophia mentioned earlier, she gardens. And that's one thing on the list is like find an activity, go walking, go to the park, just lay in your hammock or, whatever you got in your backyard. Start a garden, even if it's just a little small raised box garden, just anyway. Anybody else want to share what being outside does for them?
All right.
I mean, I'll go,
So
but I
I
want
can
M3
tell
to
you the
go.
one for yeah, I can tell you the one for art, man, of just being outdoors like with nature, man. So when you just go to like like a park or go to like a nice little hike and like you're just surrounded by like a whole bunch of trees around. It's something about like, when you're like so close to like at least a glimpse of nature, it's like you're not smelling like the pollution that's in the air. You're not feeling like really weird or sick. You're not even feeling like you're in a bad mood. It's like it just puts you in a space like, man, the moment you inhale like the scent of the pine trees,
Mhm.
like it just feels like Christmas. You know what I mean? Maybe white Christmas. You know what I mean? But still Christmas in some cases. So it does something for your body where it just set the right mood into it. Now, I know people have other different outlets that they turn to set the mood, but there's nothing like just going outdoors and just enjoying like man nature's best.
Yeah. And it's something about the springtime. Like the weather is pleasant, even though we got flies and other bugs out, but the weather is pleasant and it's just, I don't know, it's just embracing. That's how I feel. I live in the South, so our weather's different than y'all. Mr. M3.
Yes, QB.
Yeah, I said I live in the South, so our weather is different from y'all.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys got that hot, that humidity. So Yeah, it's a whole lot different. I can tell you that.
But spring is pleasant.
Yes, it's all right except for if you have allergies.
Yeah, yeah. You will get covered in yellow stuff. So yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'll say this though. Best thing to do, get some of that bee pollen. You know, it works just like honey, but it's a little bit more effective and it
okay.
has less sugar to it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that tip. Takashi, you want to add something about getting outside?
Honestly, go hiking with your girlfriends is the best experience.
Okay.
As long as she's used to the outside. If not, kick her down the mountain.
Stop that.
Um, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
Queen. Don't worry. I meant the ladies that don't like to be outside and they can't deal with bugs or who are not country girls. That's what
I'm
I meant.
straight
City
country
girls
girl.
can't handle the country. I said this before. They really, cause city girls ain't got nothing on country girls. I'm gonna be real. They're a whole different breed.
Thank
They're
you.
tougher and more, and they like the outside and respect nature a little bit more. I kind of and guys, if that's not a key to who to be with, at least for me in my mind, then I got some bad eyes. But my eyes and my ears are quite open. So
Mhm.
yes, I would say go around for a good walk, being around nature more. I said this in the last stream. You really gotta just be away from technology. I can't preach it enough. Just get away from the technology and just really see what's around you.
You've been in my notes too. Everybody just stay put their nose in my business over y'all
I
in my
Miss
notes.
QB, Miss QB, I know you trolling me. I've never seen your notes. I don't even have my script yet. So, but yeah, my agents haven't found your notes, so no.
Okay.
But all in all, whatever to everybody on the panel, what they said, I do agree. You know, you go walk in, a good just to let your body absorb some photosynthesis, man. Definitely. He said the country bunking Casper. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Look, I'm country too.
I
What you got?
appreciate that.
Look, I'm country too. What's up? We can do this. No.
No, no,
Mhm.
no, QB, don't do it. This is a peaceful night.
Look,
Right,
I know how
but all
chop
in all,
wood.
yeah, yeah. All in all, I would say really just like spend time. Actually, I'm gonna say this: go near a waterfall. You ever? I bet
Ooh.
no one's ever done that, but I'm guessing some few people here might have tried that.
Mm.
Go near a waterfall. Hey, listen, I ain't tell you to jump into it. I said just look at it. Admire like beautiful scenery is what I admire. You know, just really take time to take in the sights. And that's why I tell people some people got one track minds because they don't see the beauty of life sometimes. You know, we got our negatives, a lot of negatives, but there's some positives. And those things are what I like seeing. So, and
All
also,
right.
take time to appreciate the sunset and be real. Do
Ooh,
that too.
man.
Really.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Now, granted, that is for romantic hours, or it could be for yourself to get some solace. So, I do recommend it with a lady, y'all. Personally, for me.
Okay. We're gonna take that into
Mm.
consideration. When I get about this facility, I'm definitely gonna find me a fella to go watch the sunset, sunrise, or something with.
Amen, sweetheart.
All right, Miss
let me let me
Queen.
get the let me get the
Oh,
chats real quick before we go to Queen. Go to Chatland. I see you. I haven't missed you. You know what I mean? He says fasting and detaching from technology will help your mental health. Yes,
Get
he in
that
my notes.
yes.
silencio, bro.
Pe- Oh Lord, people usually turn to toxic and or unproductive outlets when they're bored. Not all, but most. True, true. And he says the
Okay.
country bumpkin caper, aka Jay Takashi. All right, all right. But
Hey,
yes,
man,
Queen, go
listen, I
ahead.
represent the country.
Um, I really enjoy being outside in nature. I like going to the park and I do like roller skating and bike riding. I haven't been, I don't have a bike, so I haven't been on a bike in a minute, but I am looking into getting myself some roller skates. Um, yeah, I believe in getting suntans and, you know, laying out in the sun. I do believe in that. So I think it's very important. And I realize that it does, as little as it does help my mood, you know.
Mhm.
When I'm able to just chill and disconnect and not be stressed out all the time and where I got to run here and do that and just even take a drive sometimes is it's okay. Just
Mhm.
get in a car and just go. No destination, just taking a ride. So yeah.
Mm.
Alrighty. Since everybody want to be up in my notes, we're gonna get to that. Shoot, Mr. Best in the World. You
We
share.
got a question. We got a
Okay,
question. Hold on. And before we're gonna get to this question. Who said they skate? Who skates?
Queen.
Queen says she skate.
So so Queen, can you skate like in the movie Roll Bounce?
I used to be able to, but I haven't skated in a while. So yeah, yeah. Just I mean, I went to dancing school. I was doing the splits on the skates and the
Ooh.
spins and all kind of stuff. But I don't know. I haven't done it in a while. So I do want to get into that. They do have YouTube classes that teach you how to, do certain things. So yeah.
I would love to see the skating rings from the '90s and all that come back and come back and stuff like the black skating rinks. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and people just go out and have a good time, wholesome fun.
That
You
was
They
know,
still have that. They still have that in the South, though. I know they have that in the South.
not
growing up. Growing up, that was our Sunday family time. We would all go to the skating ring, and my dad be in the middle of the skating ring with his skates on, but he'd just be in the middle dancing, and the rest of us would be skating around.
well. Um,
Literally.
Yeah,
sadly, a
throw in
lot of
bowling
skating
too while
rinks
you're
are.
at it.
Huh?
My bad. I'm sorry. Throw in bowling on that, guys. Bowling is really
Oh,
fun.
I love
I am not
Mm-hmm.
gonna
bowling.
lie. People like that's such. It's not a teen thing at all. It's a freaking. It's like a person's thing to do. Like literally, like just go there and
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
just knock out a few pins and you feel real good. I ain't gonna lie. That might actually. I think that might be the biggest rejuvenator for me. Now,
Okay.
granted, it's not outside unless you can put the bowling ball out, the ring and the ball outside. Then I'll do it. You
Outside
know that.
bowling, that may be something new. You may want to trademark that, J. Takashi. You may want to trademark that.
Oh
Be
gosh.
Easy
For,
says,
force bowling.
man. Be Easy, that dude says, with these gas prices, you still doing that? LOL. I agree. Though driving can be a good spiritual and emotional release. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Sometimes, yeah,
Um.
definitely. I deliver all day, so
Well,
yes.
exactly. What was I responding to, QB? I'm sorry.
Being outside, or did you already respond?
No, I think I did when I was saying like how I kind of liked. I kind of was trying to find a balance at time between like always being in the office, but then also being
Okay.
outside as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so since everybody all in my notes, the next item on the list is about scheduling time and space without technology. Put your
Oh,
phone down.
Mm.
Put your tablet down. Step away from the TV. There are times like I get up in the morning. I won't turn on any noise until like 10, 11 o'clock. And so I just sit here in the quiet, like, okay, getting my thoughts together. What shows do I have this week? What ideas do I have? How can I improve, enhance, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I sit with my thoughts and declutter, you know, whatever happened the previous days and try to create a clear space for what's to come. Um, but step away from the step away from the phone. Step away. Don't answer a text message right away. Don't. I used to have that really bad. Sometimes I look at my phone and I turn it back down. Um, ditch it for a day. Now, this article suggests ditch it for a week. I don't know if I could do a whole week not with my phone. Like we live in a different space and time where our phones are our computers, our business, our ways of communication for business purposes. So a week is a lot, but a day may not be so bad. Turn off certain notifications, set a do not disturb time, all that jazz. So anybody want to share?
Okay, QB? Got you. Well,
Well,
um, Uh,
I'll say this though. Hmm?
Hold on. And
Yeah,
three,
let's
hold
go.
on. Jay was going first. Jay was going
oh no
first.
no
Go
no!
ahead,
I
Jay.
want him to.
Oh, my
Oh
bad.
no
I
no
didn't
no!
hear.
It's about letting three go first. Come go.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no, no. Jay, you can go first. I could go after you.
No, cause, no, because I forgot what I was gonna say just now. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna get it back. Go ahead, M3.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah. So as far as like having a day to restrict your time from technology and all that. I mean, look, that that might be good. To have like a technology break, but realistically, people can't even survive without their cell phones. We're like crack addicts when it comes to our technology. And especially like some are addicted to watching our live streams, so that's going to be even more hard for them. So, um, but no, on a serious note, I think that it would be nice to kind of like just power down the technology like once in a while, at least for a few hours or so. And just get your mind at ease and just focus on other things besides gaming, watching whatever y'all watch on the computer, and just relax. That's it.
Gotcha.
Takashi, thank you. Takashi.
Thank you. And three.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, thank you, M3.
I think I'm lightweight struggle streaming, but hold on.
but no no, but it's when you take the time to really put the electronics away and you dedicate it to just to separate yourself from it is a good feeling. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's really, really, really good to do that. Honestly, you know what? And this could be for the guys or ladies because it's not exclusive to men or ladies. You can just put some candles on around you and just inhale, like I said, inhale the aroma and just relax. And and just take very subtle breathing tactics. Make sure that TV locked. Put a chain around it if you have to.
Mm.
put a bite lock on your phone or a phone lock on your
Damn.
phone. I mean, like, bro, I'm going to these streams because people need to understand. Like, y'all have and okay. When I say y'all, I don't mean people in here, but all humanity in general. Y'all motherfuckers can't last one day without your phone. Y'all have a big problem with that, and you realize you can't, and you realize during a date. I know if you're on your phone, I'll be the first one to leave and let you pay for the bill because you're some disrespectful type stuff. That's why I said because people don't know you really don't know how to speak to people no more because you're just always on your electronics. And my brothers would tell you this if I had them on. He would literally tell you Jay does not like talking on the phone with people. He does not. He prefers to talk to people face to face. That's how he was raised. That's how he was taught. I still go by that. I'm not talking to no girl online. You gonna meet me face to face, sweetheart. And if you don't want to meet, then get out my way.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I have to. I'm sorry. I have to be that direct with it because it's just like our times are important, but also I don't like being on this phone because it's. I'll be honest. I feel like the phone I'm low key in is making me dumber.
Okay.
Hell no. Hell
Okay.
no.
Alrighty.
Let me get to the comments in chat land. Chat land, I see you. Easy that dude says. On average, people who use social media are online 4 to 8 hours per day, according to recent studies. All right.
Yeah. We do stay online way too much. But anybody else want to share something before I just give a few tips on this? We are live, y'all. I'm gonna pick something. I'm being school.
So say that again.
I said, anybody want to share something before I give a few more tips, and then go to the next top. Go to the next.
Yeah. I want to share something real quick. All right, look, everybody. Make sure that you guys and ladies as well too click the share button and share the Intellectual Soapbox YouTube channel. Now, all you have to do is share that with your friends and your family. It only takes seconds in doing that. Let's try to get these subscribers up and get the likes up as well too. So there you go.
Every time we start, I share it to my Facebook page, and then
I
I
was
go,
I was gonna say, you know what 84 says. Sometimes staying at the office. I remember when I was in the office, I had to be in the field and in the office a lot. Um, and I enjoyed being in the office at odd hours, meaning where there was like one other person in there and it was just so quiet that you almost got scared.
"Well,
Um, like when no one's there, like after 5, like till about 6:37, no one's in there. It's so easy to concentrate, play a little bit of music, and like 5 o'clock. I remember when I went to one interview, I asked them, they asked me what's my ideal schedule, and I said 5 to 1, and it was like, no. And I was like, well, what's the earliest I can start? I said, he was like, why do you want? I said, because you get so much stuff done early in the morning. Because there's nobody here. The phones are not ringing. There's no distractions. No one's in the office with you talking and needing anything from you. So it was like the earliest you can start at 7. I said, I'll be here at 7 in the morning.
okay, alrighty then." All right. So again, I know. Oh, and Mr. Best, did you have anything you want to share about taking a technology break? Where he go? And did he go out for snacks too? Something? Hello.
Wait, yeah, best. He'll be right back. He had to step out real quick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he went
Um,
and got some snack.
all right. So the last thing about that is, before you wind down at night, find some time to just step away and reflect on your day. Get your mind ready to go to sleep and rest and blah blah. Put Set some time in your house. Say if it's movie night with the family, dinner time with the family, whatever. Designate a time, space, or room in your house where like no phones, no tablets. We're only gonna do what we came here to do as a family. If that's how your family dynamics is set up. So, anywho, step away from technology. Meditate. If meditating is not your thing, find some other ways. Do some deep breathing, deep intentional breathing. A lot of us, we breathe, but how often do you deep breathe on purpose to like really let oxygen into your body and your brain? If you find yourself yawning a lot throughout the day, it's not that you're really tired, your brain is not getting enough oxygen. So again, if meditating is not your thing, do some deep breathing exercises. Close your eyes, sit still, reduce the noise, do maybe 5 deep breaths, and then get back to whatever you're doing. So, the next thing, which I always encourage everybody to do, because I'm a writer, is journal.
Mm-hmm.
Do some free,
Mm.
do some free writing. Don't worry about punctuation. Don't worry about grammar. Just
Mm-hmm.
write. And then if you are doing some structured writing, give yourself time. 30 minutes, 15 minutes is good enough. Just sit and write and just clear your mind, get all this stuff out.
Wait,
Is
hold on.
anyone
We got some new
Hey,
people in Chatland. I gotta
okay?
give them a shout out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even notice.
Miguel.
I didn't even know she subscribed to the channel. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give her some love. It's Michelle Podcast. Man, much love to you, sis. She says, "Me gente, good evening, Pamela Chat. Good evening to you too, family. Good to see you." And we also got Brother Razik in the building. Peace to everybody. Peace. Definitely, definitely. Peace to y'all. We still for both of y'all, man, for real. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And we still on for a little bit more. Y'all can definitely come up and chime in if y'all would like. But yeah, y'all know what time it is. During the conversation, got a little bit of time.
All right.
Shout
So
out
this
to Michelle.
shout out to
Yeah.
everyone that's tuning in. Thank you so much for the love.
Mhm.
And I hope y'all are getting something out of this conversation. I hope you're taking notes, and I hope you are thinking of ways to start detoxing your mind, your body, and your soul, and finding some balance in your life. Do any one of you journal at all, like physically journal, or maybe type? You
Yes,
have an online journal,
yes, I do sometimes.
and how do you feel when you actually journal?
I feel lighter.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. And the fellas, like I'm not gonna be one of the people that say guys don't do that. Do any of you?
Now go
But
there, QB.
but do any of you guys journal, write stuff down?
Hold on, before we get into that, let me get to the chat real quick. Let me get to the chat line real
Mhm.
quick. This Michelle said, hey, what's going on, sis? Now let me see the shout out in 3. He said, what is the topic or talking points? The topic is about detoxing your life. You know what I mean? What do you do to detox? What do you do to relax? What do you do to, just chill out and just kind of clear your mind? You know what I'm saying?
The thing about the
And
Dr.
your
Dre
Also,
album.
yeah. You know what I mean? She said, what up, 84? What's going on, family? Lady Sophia said, it's Michelle Podcast. Hey, sis. And she says, salute to Mr. Razi. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just talking about detoxing your mind, your body, especially your gut, because that's where your immune system is. I don't know how many people really know that. And your soul. Like, just do a whole cleanse, a whole detox. So, but yeah, going back to the fellas, let's hear about your journaling. And journaling is not like writing a diary. Journaling is just, well, okay. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah, I don't do that journal stuff. So I ain't trying to have my stuff get exploited, especially off the internet too. No way. Forget
What is
that.
that? What? Bring your
He said
forehead
that's how
here.
your stuff get exposed.
Hold on.
Yo. M3, I'm coming for that journal.
M3. Bring your forehead right here.
Oh, man, you're in trouble, M3. You're in trouble.
Don't say, you don't write your dirty, dark secrets in your journal. You just write stuff that's in your mind. Like,
Look, man, my brain is my journal. Okay, I write everything that's inside my thoughts. I don't need to write on a piece of paper, and I don't need to write on my tablet either. Well, I know about y'all about these computer hacklers. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Nah.
Okay.
He
But
said,
hold on, if it's your journal, that means wait, hold on. If it's your journal, there's only one person that has access to that in your home outside of you. So let me not even go there.
I'm gonna have access to it. I got a key. Now I'm like, look at them 3 thoughts.
Nah, you gonna get turned to stone, Queen.
Wow.
You know, watch
you
yourself.
Medusa now? You Medusa?
You gonna be when you read my journal.
Uh-oh. Nah, never mind. I ain't reading that. I'm cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's
no.
a book.
No.
Game over.
It's gonna be the forbidden book.
No, thank you. I'm cool.
Where's the
Yeah,
game over?
you better learn from Eve. You know what I mean?
No, y'all better learn
Y'all
from
be getting yourself in trouble.
Y'all better. Oh no. Remember, Bolo broke it down last night. Y'all better learn from Adam because he followed his wife and he started the whole death through him. Remember that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna tell y'all what we not finna do.
Hey, you giving I'm sorry, you giving QB PTSD now. We ain't trying to end the stream early.
No.
QB. See, I leave for like 6 minutes, and then see this what happens. So funny.
My bad, QB. We'll talk behind the scenes.
I'm gonna have to get real black. What we not finna do up in her is.
Okay.
You mean get crazy, right?
No.
Danger.
Yo, man, you just played the shark.
Danger sign.
Last night was a lot, but we're gonna leave last night where it was.
Last night.
Don't worry, I won't watch the last stream since it's so traumatizing everybody here.
No, I mean, it wasn't traumatizing. It was just
ignorance is bliss.
It was a battle of opinions. It was really a battle of opinions.
But I do
have
a
battle of opinions.
Let's just say it went one ear and went out the other.
I do have a question.
I did that in high school when I want to hear teachers.
I do have a question about that family.
What's that?
I do have a question about the family. Do men or should men, right? Do we really feel safe in really expressing ourselves? I just want to ask that.
Well, to answer your question, brother, I'm going to say no. If it's around other men, yes.
I want to hear from the ladies too now. Go
So
ahead,
what?
Jay. No, go ahead,
Oh,
Jay.
no,
You
no,
think?
no. Oh, okay, no, no. I'm gonna say around other men, yes, more often than not. When it comes to like around our personal ladies or anything like that, I do not, because it's always better to do it in a circle of a brotherhood
Why?
than it is around your ladies, because like I said, it could be often used against you, and
Mm,
you're seen as weak if you show any sign
mm,
of weakness. And plus, and I'll be honest, whoever put that narrative around, then not show our emotion, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, if we show it, we look weak to you, but on the other hand, if we hold it in and then we finally snap or explode, whose fault is that? It's a combination of us, but also you too. Yeah, I'm gonna
Mm,
blame you for that
mm, Hold,
because
hold on. Because
and
I want to get into this. Hold on,
go ahead,
Jay,
sir.
pause, just pause, because I really want you to get into that. We're gonna get into this because because I love the detox your thing because we're gonna tie it together. Is it safe for me to detox? I just want to ask that. But before I do that, I gotta
Yes, sir.
acknowledge brother Razi comments to the panel speaking about writing. Is it okay? I would like to share some abstract poetry that I personally write. Yes. Come on,
Yes, sir.
brother. Yo, share your life, share your word, man. We need
Okay,
it. You
Poetry
know
is
what I mean?
beautiful.
Mhm.
I want to speak on that real quick to M3. Are you listening, sir?
Yeah, this
mhm,
I am.
You can write. Writing is not about, oh, today I had a bad day. Write down your thoughts. I write in poetic form sometimes just to get thoughts. I got like pieces that are 5 lines. Like, this is what it means to be black in America, blah, 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 blah. Boom. And those are my thoughts for the day. So, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but I share my thoughts all the time in the live stream. That's like my journal. You know,
But
help.
M3, like,
Look,
are you just afraid to share how you feel? Hold on, my guest is in the back. He's ringing the doorbell. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
mhm.
Gotta open the door for him. You know what I mean? Gotta introduce, man, our brother, man. We just connected with him yesterday, but he's definitely making an impact on us, man. We love how he shares his insight and his perspective. Let's bring up brother Razik, man. What's going on, bro?
What's up, brother Razik?
What's up? What's up, man?
Hey, Razi.
Peace to everybody.
Yo, man, I
Yeah.
love the logo, bro.
Yes, sir.
The
Oh
sun and
yeah,
the
yeah.
seven. I love that, man.
That's the 5% nation of God's and Earth, man. Flag, bro. Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Bro, salute
I
to the
like that,
guys on
man.
earth, man. Peace, God. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. To answer your question, no, of course I'm not afraid to share how I feel. It's just that I don't feel like writing about how I feel.
mm,
okay, well, another aspect
Mm,
of this, okay, another aspect of that is venting. But it's like, it's one thing to vent to a whole group of people, but it's one thing to vent just to one or two people you trust that are in your close knit circle. Like, that's all I'm saying.
but Lady
Yes, man.
QB, is it? Do you okay? Do you really feel? And I'm gonna get to another chat. I see Michelle chat. I'm gonna get to you, Michelle. Do you really feel like men are safe to vent in that way? Like,
To
let's be
me,
honest.
to me, yes. Like, and
But I'm
that's what
talking
I
about
was trying to get.
overall, though, sis.
That's
I'm
what I
talking
was
about
trying to get
overall.
across last night. I can't speak for
Yes,
every other
ma'am.
woman. I can only speak for me. And for me, I consider myself to be a safe haven. Like, okay, the facility that I'm in the room I'm in, everybody that comes in my room say, it's so peaceful and calm down here. People who don't really know me or never really talk a lot, they find themselves sitting in my chair and they just open up about stuff. They're like, why am I telling you all this stuff? Because I created a safe haven on purpose because I know what I didn't have growing up in my life. And I want to create that space for other people. So for me, you can share everything with me. No judgment here, because I got some bodies hidden myself and skeletons in the closet. So
Not the bodies.
Body outies.
so I
Let me
can't.
get
This is
man.
when I
Jay done camped up for this one. He ready. We're
I'm ready.
I'm on.
I've been dark.
gonna get into this.
My
Hey,
brother.
folks, I
so
ain't trying to
that's
interrupt,
me.
but I'm definitely on you ready whenever, it's
Oh, go
okay.
ahead, brother.
But
That's
Yeah,
now,
me.
definitely. I'm gonna have you share, bro. I'm gonna have you share. Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Let me acknowledge this comment. I'm gonna have you share your poetry, and then I want to get into what Jay was saying to Queen. I definitely want to do it in that order, and then
Yeah.
QB she'll take it from there. So this Michelle
Your
says, I
favorite
love to
poet.
write. She said, I love to write sometimes. I'm poetic sometimes. I write I write my thoughts like I'm telling a story. I scream
Mhm.
words at the pages, huh? And most times I write my future comedies. Yo, let
So
me tell you, if y'all not subscribed to her on Instagram and y'all don't watch her Instagram, watch her Instagram. This is true. She is very, very theatrical. Okay, I really feel like she needs to be on Broadway or something. Because man, She is so theatrical in how she shares, and hopefully she can come up and kind of give us some of those theatrics. Because and Lady Sophia says, when you create a comfortable environment, honesty flow through like air and deed. Definitely. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put Brother
Follow her on
Razik.
Spotify as well.
Definitely, yeah. Follow on Spotify too. Brother Razik, I'm gonna put you up top with us so you can share, brother. No, I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna put you in the middle real quick so you can share your poetry, man. So yeah.
All right. First of all, I just want to say, I definitely appreciate, say this is something that kind of like brings me joy. But the name of it is a little long, so I ain't, but the name of it is called Bird's Eye View, and it goes a little something like this. Few striking, few suing, get hyping, crew hyper, life exciting, and black wives with dice, and it's the white wives who Vikings. I'm trying to put the icing on the cake. From a few tigers, a slew of fighters who grew from Rikers and newspaper crews who lose their license. But neither replace and never illegal with feet in your face. Indeed, it's the race, because I'm racing to achieve what it's uneasy to chase. Everything is an intimidation used, abbreviated clues, alleviated rooms, deviated. We recreated tombs, immediately mediated feuds. Infidelity sounds inevitably found. Recipe I still wrestle with, but it's ahead of me now in the American town. Would you believe me if I told you the world wasn't spinning like a merry-go-round? Strategic, atmosphere anemic, and things we be ignoring frequent. Reading is more than decent, more infrequent. Stores convenient. Convenience doesn't mean I'm bored, I'm just ignored. You know the meaning. Capital word lettering, alum or herb settlement. In my journal, and ignorance be biting my nerves, yo. I'm fighting with words, though. I am absurd, but if I was a word, I would be a viable verb, though. Better yourself with levels of wealth, exceptional veterans help, etc. is felt, and all these white flag Confederates. It's no need to get ahead of yourself. Slowly spoken, but only the lonely who phony open. Corleone token, cortisol lotion got its own. But I model this like I'm alone, but I'm my own slogan. One way lane, fun play gaming, somebody on a Sunday slaying. But then on Monday it's gunplay and runway planes. Certain singers with certain fingers and certainly linger, courteously meaner, purposely eager, increase your intellect and try to further read deeper. Powerful tools, sometimes cowardly cruel, hourly rude, I can't explain it. It's just something coming out of me, dude. Wisely selected. But why are we affected? Collection, tuition, college collected. I try to connect it, and I spy the wise, but the wise don't try to neglect it. Committee eyesight belittle me limelight, and I'm only trying to give you a bit of a highlight. Maneuver straight and narrow, Bermuda Muse and made apparel. Newer rules, food aids, and great Camaros. Sewer maids are few afraid, but when it comes to the color of gray, it's fewer shades. Identify the diet from those nationally violent. Faculty actually quiet, and the blasphemy from those that we ain't gonna actually riot. So talk about goodwill, I'm good still, and followers urge, and enemies still throw the obvious curb. I'm out of my nerve. How you a real nigga when it's time for war, but then want to get out of the purge? Opponents' threats executed with force, polluted, of course, and we graduated from using a horse to planes, trains, and automobiles. However, you can look at it like lose if you fall. So man got nothing else to try to prove to your boss. Casualties become European majesties if you're not being gradually. It had to begun because the weekend ring leads, the ring reads. If it's a must that the fat lady sings and that I sing, please. Denim jean sleeves, Billie Jean dreams, silly government cream cheese, and thieves king me. Silly and stubborn dreams free me. But please believe me, because these police see me, but got every excuse to still want to hands, feet, and knee me. That's it.
Yo, those bars are
Yo,
fire.
no, that's not it. No. Yo, that
was
fire.
wonderful.
Yo, he
Word?
is in the money for real. Oh
Word?
my
This was mixing with some
gosh.
jazz music, man.
Yo,
Number perfect.
Yo,
appreciate it.
I
Yo,
get that
appreciate
9.5, my man.
yo, that was
it.
on some Rakim Wu Tang
Damn,
type
appreciate
shit,
it, yo.
bro. Yo, phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. God damn.
Wow.
I was
Man.
waiting for the hook. like the chorus. I'm
Nah, it's
explaining
just
to the music.
it's just you know what I'm saying, straight thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
as you hear it, like I be all over the place, but that's why I specifically like I guess formulated like abstract art. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a bunch of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like try to be collaborated all in one. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but damn, appreciate it, yo. Thank you to
Yeah,
everybody.
that was good, man. Seriously.
Family, yo, we gonna listen. We got a lot of people that do the spoken word poetry thing. Me and him, we gonna work on putting something together with this. Oh, we gonna work on
I write
this.
poetry too.
Yo, poetry and relationships, man. That should be like the next topic.
No doubt,
We gonna
no
talk.
doubt.
And three, we gonna talk about this. And Rossi, we gonna talk to you too. But we gonna talk
Hmm.
about this in three. We gonna talk. We gonna do something. We gonna do something. We gonna mix up something. We gonna mix up something for real. And Rossi,
Oh
you will
yeah.
definitely be included, brother. Definitely, most definitely. And
Yeah,
Lady
appreciate it.
Sophia says, "Yeah, man, most definitely." You know what I mean? And let me get to people giving you your flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? Lady Sophia says, I'm loving
Hmm.
this before you finish, most definitely.
Hmm.
As Michelle says, fire. You know, Darrell Long says, salute to my brother Razik in the panel. Definitely, definitely.
Hmm.
Let me salute to you, bro. She said, yes, yes, yes. As Michelle said, bars. You know, Lady Sophia said, Razik, keep expressing yourself. Rise up and rise on indeed. Yes, sir. You know what I
Multiple
mean? As
hand
Michelle
claps.
gives you multiple hand claps, yeah. Lady Sophia says, Razik, you aren't afraid to express yourself. Listen to you. That was great. Lady Sophia, please come up. Okay, please come up. I know you see the link. Please come up. I would love for you to come up, please.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. Appreciate it.
And so I want to speak on
Definitely,
that
bro. That's love.
because I also write. And so that's that can be a way to help detox your mind. When you get those thoughts out, you get whatever's clogging up your emotions and you write it out, you open up space for more stuff to come in, hopefully more positive things, more open the space for things that are going to be more impactful, influential, productive in your life to come in. But you have to constantly clear out, some space with because every day you're going to experience something different. So I really want to thank you for sharing that. I don't live in your area, so I would never experience that. But by listening to you talk about it, I can get a visual of what you're talking about. But I probably could still never feel it to the core of the way you feel it because you live that experience. And that's what it is. So again, to all the guys, I'm not trying to pick on you, M3. Um,
You're afraid of that journal life. I don't know why you're afraid to write. What's going on, man? Talk to her.
just
You know what
write
I'm saying?
something. Okay, look,
Mm-hmm.
or write down like what I like to write. I have
Hmm.
um I have list of goals. I have list of thoughts. I have like I don't know, just list and just whatever thought of the day or a prayer. I just write stuff down. I'm a writer, and that's just me. And I'm not trying to push it on nobody else. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a pusher,
Mm.
but I encourage you to write or vent. Okay, start a sacred circle of people you trust, and
Yeah, back to him.
Right, bro.
we ain't gonna pick on M3 all night, but okay. All right, but moving on.
So
No,
hold
go
on, Jay.
ahead.
Hold on. I know Jay Takashi was. He said
Oh, I'm
him and Queen was having
sorry,
an
baby.
exchange. No. QB, you know, I want you to move forward after we go past that. You know, what I mean, because this is
Yeah.
conversation. So what were you saying? You were saying that sometimes you believe it's the lady's fault, and the Queen was saying, well, how so? So go ahead, y'all
Oh
can
yeah, we
have
didn't finish.
that talk.
Oh, hold on. Make sure people can hear me. No, I'm saying like on one hand, it'll be like once you express yourself, but yeah, when we do, then you bring it up later in another irrelevant argument, and then it's like you're
Mm.
clowning me for it, and I'm like, but I just expressed myself to you, so why are you using that against me? So,
Mm.
so I look at both sides of it, and like I'm gonna be real. This gonna sound really bad when I say this.
No, go
The
for
only
it.
people you
We
can really
here.
vent to, I'm sorry, express yourself to is really your mom.
your father and your mother, and that's really
Ooh.
it, to be honest. And your brothers, I did say that, and I guess people just real close to you, but like your significant other, that has to be built up over time, but also that can only be done once you've learned to be vulnerable with him. If he can
Mm.
show that you're going to be vulnerable with him, then he can be vulnerable with you in a sense. That means that he trusts you, especially not with everything, of course. Like low, like yo, babe, I did all this. No, 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 no. Like the really important stuff I need to get through. My father passed away or something like that, so I'm gonna be going through it a little bit differently than you, as opposed to how you would go right away. Like this is a build up, and then one day I'm just gonna have that breakdown where I don't feel right. So what I'm saying is there's both sides of different coins of different situations that they can go down. Now I'm not saying it's necessarily all your fault, but what I'm saying is don't the only fault I think that lies with anyone is if like it got it got used against you, and now it's used as a manipulating tactic to make you feel worse. So that's what I meant. No, that's what I meant by like you're a fault in a sense because now because you're using it as a weapon and as a crutch to hurt me, because
Mm.
that's something used as a transgression to take out against me when then that's not for the sake of doing it. But other than that, that's the exception I mean right there. But I'm not. But like I said, I didn't say as a whole it was your fault. It's just in that instance.
Mm.
But I'm at fault
I'm
too.
kind of,
So it's like
I'm kind of,
it's like a double. It's like a double hit.
yo, Jay, I'm
But
kind of running the car. I'm running the car with you on that one. I'm riding in the car with you on that one. You know what I mean? I am. But
Thank you,
before we
brother.
keep going, you welcome, man. Mr. Killer, hey, good to see you, Mr. Killer. She said, okay, I just subscribed to this channel as well. Mr. Killer, you can always feel free to come up. You know how we do. Link is pinned in the chat. You know what I mean? Brother Razi said, thank you again to everybody. I really do appreciate the love. Most definitely, most definitely.
mhm.
You know, she says, hello, everyone. Good evening. It's Michelle says, I think that is the worst thing that any person can do. Ask someone to express themselves, or have someone express themselves, and then make fun of them. It is, but it be happening though. You know what I mean? She says
Thank you, Shell.
they're already vulnerable. Why do that? Why betray the
Why do this?
trust?
Oh, why
Mm,
they do that? Why
mm,
betray that trust?
Do they
Okay.
betray?
Okay,
That is
so
a
Yeah.
terrible thing to do. Ooh, okay, let's talk about this, family. Let's go.
okay, Mr. Best. So real quick,
Mm-hmm.
because I do want to open up space to have this discussion, but
Mhm.
I like to finish things before jumping into something else, if you don't mind.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just I just want to read a few more little tips on detoxing, and then we're going to switch gears and go into vulnerability and safe
Mm-hmm.
spaces because I have
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit to say on that as well.
Woo. Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
Mhm.
okay, so again, when you're detoxing, ask yourself questions. We talked about venting. So ask yourself questions, basically making a list and making an outline. What I want to do, change, where I want to see myself, blah, 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 yada, yada. What do I really want out of this detox? Let some stuff go and be okay letting go. Trim the excess fat in your life. Like, just like you get on the treadmill to get burn some calories, where can I trim fat in my life? My calendar, my job, people I hang with, whatever. Learn how to say no. And it's a complete sentence. No, period. Boom. And then go back to your intentions. Visualize how you want this to all play out, what you want. Now, life happens. We don't have total control over every little detail. However, you have to be an active participant in your life in order to have some control. So, with that being said, that's all about detoxing your life. And I hope you all enjoyed that segment. Um, and so we're going to move on. And then after we get done, we'll wrap up with all of our thoughts um, on everything we talked about. But I want to thank Jay for um, bringing up that aspect. And even though you said you didn't watch last night's show, you are actually hitting on almost everything that was talked about. The main things that were talked about last night. And so you talked about if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, it can come back on you. I want to say this from a woman's perspective.
Hold on,
And
QB, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Give me one moment,
okay,
okay? I just want to acknowledge the comments real quick. Big Rick Slaps, a shout out to the panel and people in chat. Big Rick Slaps in the building. Hey, Big Rick, what's up, brother? You know what I mean? Brother Razik said, I'm not going to be able to stay up long. It's been a long day today. I feel you, bro. I think we all had a long day. I'm sorry, sister. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay, so can you change the title at the bottom to being vulnerable in safe spaces?
I got you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I want to open this up for discussion. And I can only speak for some women and me in particular. Men talk about being vulnerable and opening up. Women make themselves vulnerable the moment we have sex with a man. The moment we decide to be intimate and remove any part of our clothing, we then become vulnerable and open ourselves up for a critique, open ourselves up to be rejected. Because it's one thing to like a woman when she's fully dressed, but then she takes her clothes off, you see stretch marks, you see a little belly fat, you see some, and then you're like, okay, I don't know. So I just want men to take that into consideration as well. Now, some men, they don't care. They like it all. They go for it all. So, but that's neither here nor there. So I want to open up this discussion with, okay, Takashi, you talked about you feel that some women don't allow you the space to be vulnerable. In the dating phase or the courting phase, do you feel like men, not only from all the men, do you feel like you rush things sometimes? And
You
don't,
asking all of us? You asking all of that? You asking all the men on the panel that?
yes,
QB?
yes.
Okay.
Do y'all feel like you rush things and don't really get to know the woman that you are spending time with? And okay, I'm not old and old fashioned, but I do feel that sex can wait, and sex brings in another
Mm,
element. Um,
yeah.
and
I
so,
agree.
bottom line, do you feel like you rush things in the beginning phases and don't take enough time to get to know this woman to know that she can be a safe space for you? And we're gonna start with Takashi, go around at M3, Razik, and then best in the world.
The thing is, funny enough, man, with all my relationships, I start things off slow, normally with all of them. Maybe because that's how, because of my research, I researched how to do things correctly. And you kind of have the poorest teacher, but the best teacher is real life experience. So I did everything slowly. I never went right in. Most of the girls I picked didn't want that right away. So, which I liked. So, which I could wait, which is cool. So, because I'm trying to get to know you more often than I am trying to like have sex with you at the same time. But that's at the very like low point where I know I want to lay down with you. So it, like I said, it's more, like I said, this is the vetting process, and the thing is, you do everything to try to get as much as you can to know about that person as opposed to just wanting to smash them. So when you rush into things, that's a really foolhardy, well, actually, it's a fool's errand, one of my favorite sayings to do, because you're more often if you just do that, then there's really nothing really to tie you together except that you've done that. And there's really lack of feelings and emotions being toyed with. How I see it, which is why I don't do that. I don't. I tell people I don't have casual sex at all because it means something to me personally. But whenever, like I said, whenever you're trying to like really trying to understand somebody, you really got to take that out of the equation. And damn, yo, M3, how what word can I use? I can't use that word here. But you got to stop. You got to. It's all men. You got to stop thinking with your other brain and thinking with the brain above you, because it's not always about that. It's about if you care about the person and you want to spend your life with the person or spend time to get to know the person. That's really what it is. Because for me, I ain't got time for that crap. I got like to think about just smashing them. I'm trying to whether or not this person is going to be a mother to my kids, and that is the end all be all to everything. I vet her properly. She fits every criteria. I'm willing to discover what her personalities, her likes and is, and if she's able to be on board to be like, yo, babe, whenever you feel very, very down, you can tell me. That comes with time. I can't even, and I'm saying this when we're dating, man. That comes with a territory too. You got to be. I think you have to be married. That's when it comes into play. I'm gonna be real. I think during marriage, you really show it. Like you can tell us some things here and there a little bit about you, but after that, I think that comes in marriage, the full on. Here's everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I think of that. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry I took a little bit longer with that.
No
It's
problem.
almost a little bit question.
It is. I'm sorry, but just...
No, ma'am. Don't feel bad. I'm glad you asked it. And by the way, ma'am, I appreciate your kindness and your atmosphere. Thank you. Making my night a little bit better right now. So thank you.
Well, that's awesome. All right, M3.
I still look grouchy.
You're welcome.
Hold on, we got somebody else in the building, Mr. Best. You got the doorbell for us?
Yes, I do. Hold on.
And Queen, don't worry. I'm gonna let you have all the time.
I got you. I ain't worried about it.
Hold on, man. Just come in. All right.
Y'all need some oil on that door.
Man. Welcome in. Marcus the rookie, but also rest in peace for Dallas. You know what I mean? What's going on, Marcus?
I love you, brother, Marcus.
Just shout out to everybody here in the panel. Shout out to Jay, QB, Queen, Razik, M3, and Mr. Best. I thank you guys for putting me up on here. I appreciate it. Can I say something real quick? Because I didn't get a chance to say it before.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just get to the comments real quick, and then I'm gonna let you rock, bro. You know what I mean? Big Ray says, "Ooh, that's a topic right there, definitely." He also says, "I don't rush. I go off the mutual chemistry. Let's be honest, things tend to change after sex. Oh, most definitely. You don't look grouchy. LOL."
Hey, listen.
Yo, Michelle is funny, yo.
I gotta look very strict sometimes. I mean, I'm out doing it for her, but this is my natural face, man. Thank you, Shell. I love you. I look evil sometimes. My parents tell me that too. I look evil.
Yeah. Queen, what's up, boo?
And she says, "Where's the DW40?" Yo, you going crazy in the chat. Oh my gosh. So Marcus, go ahead, man. What are you gonna say, brother? Go ahead and build.
No, I know I don't want to put a damp on this conversation, but I know I got like family over there, and I got friends, people serving, and families out there that I know in Texas. I just want to say condolences and rest in peace to people that lives were lost today in the Texas mass shooting. 18 kids, 3 adults over there. So right now it's this news update, but I just want to say, prayers out there. Hopefully, no more. I know there was a total of 24 children shot, and there was other people. So some of those children that were hospitalized didn't make it as well. So I just want to put that out there. So condolences and prayers.
Thank you for that.
Right now we're gonna take a 30-second moment of silence for that. All right, y'all. Shout out to all the families that was impacted in Texas. I'm gonna put the timer up for 30 seconds. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, family. Thank you. Peace to the family from Texas.
Appreciate it.
Much love to them. You know what I mean? And let me acknowledge, some of you that just stepped in. Brother Wally, what's up? Just salute to the intellectual soapbox. Champagne, what's good, Wally? Feel free to come up if you like. You know what I mean? And this Michelle says, yes, rest in peace to all the love lost in Texas. Very sad. Please stay safe. Yes. Please stay safe, y'all. All right? You know what I mean? I'm going to just start ordering my groceries, for people to just come and pick up. Because, y'all tripping nowadays, man. I don't know. You can't even go outside and get you some groceries. It's crazy.
In Texas, it was elementary.
Oh, say again, QB?
I said in Texas,
I know
it was elementary school.
I'm just saying, you can't even go to school. You can't get no groceries. You can't do anything. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And
That's gonna have
that's
to be a
that goes
whole
back
nother
to our thing
discussion.
at Detox QB, where I do want people to speak, of course. I'm not trying to take on the stream, but that goes
Baby,
back
go
to what
ahead.
you said earlier. Like people don't want to get out is because of crap like that. If you just put a lid on that, then people will feel like safe to go outside. And I'm gonna be real about that. It may be to the extreme, but I don't blame them for not coming out. I really don't.
Yeah. And when you put yourself in a bubble, you create more clutter, like spiritual, mental, emotional, just clutter. And it's like somebody who's a hoarder, in essence. They get lost in all this stuff they packed around them for comfort, and it could be over time detrimental to them. So we definitely need to keep each other lifted because we never know what the next person is going through. And this is why I create safe spaces for people. You never know what somebody else is going through. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm stepping ahead because I wanted you all to share. Um, I'm going to stop. And M3, go ahead, please.
No, no, share. This is conversation. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Do you think?
No, but that's why I say I'm the type of person, I create safe spaces and I let all the men in my life, whether it's brothers, friends, lover, whoever, this is a safe space for you. Lay your head on my chest, proverbially. Um, Open up. I'm here for you. I will pray with you. I've had friends to come over and I've held their hand and anointed them and prayed with them. Like so I'm just that person. Then maybe it's the Pisces in me. I don't know. But that's just who I am. I can't speak for any other woman. And because of who I am, I've been the one that's often been mistreated and abused and manipulated and everything in between. So anyway, um, either.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. You know, thank
Yeah,
you for
thank you.
always like trying to create like a safe space, like safe haven for like folks that come in here, to the space, QB. So your presence is always welcome and appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what was
you're
the question?
welcome.
Share, I mean, you could talk about being vulnerable. Like, I want to hear from a man's perspective. Like, what is it? Does it put you in a fight or flight, you know, mode? Like, that wasn't the original question. The original question was, do you feel
Mhm.
sometimes you rush into situations like outside before you got married, when you were dealing with other females? Do you feel like you rushed into things before getting to know who she was to know if she was capable of you being open with her?
Um, I don't. Damn. Okay. I think like see, like prior to like okay, me and my wife and going to like a certain organization, like I didn't really know like what it means to be vulnerable and open
Okay.
because anytime when I get open, people will use that against me, and then they'll give me like this label
Hmm.
based off of you know what I share. So prior to that, I was more like like a closed book. You will never know like the dark side of me.
Okay.
But now these days, it's like um, if you ask me a question, I'll be freely to give you an answer. And it's not even that like I even care to like be vulnerable or I feel like vulnerability is the key. It's just that I just grown to not really care of the consequences and the judgment. And being vulnerable kind of helps me to kind of weed out certain people who can't really handle my vulnerability.
Okay.
So if you still like a grown adult and I'm sharing something to you that I guess is considered like my soft side, and you can accept that, then you know the only thing I'm just going to say is like, all right, well, who cares? You know, you
Okay.
could just kick rocks and go somewhere else.
Okay. And I'm glad you mentioned that fear factor part of being vulnerable. And here's the thing. Some stuff you do got to keep to yourself. You just have to. keep it to yourself. You know, I'm not saying open up to every single woman you meet, because some women gonna let you know up front they're not the ones. They just good for a good time, and I'm not trying to put women down, but that's just what it is. You know. Anyway, anyway, moving on before I say too much. Razik. I mean, were you done, M3? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay. Razik. Is he still with us? Okay. Maybe he had to step away for a moment. Mr. Best. Okay.
I guess everybody stepping away for the moment.
And he's out of here.
Okay. Well.
It's actually Marcus. It's actually Marcus the next.
Okay, Marcus. I apologize.
Oh,
No,
wait,
you're
hold on
good.
for a minute. Somebody's also in the building real quick. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. Who is this? I don't. Oh, I know who this is. Okay. He just opened the door for himself. All right. Let me bring in our brother, Wealth Talk Production, Wally. What's up, Wally? Let me go to
What's
Mark.
going on?
What's
What's
good?
going on?
What up, Wally?
Nothing much.
What's up, Wally?
Hey, Wally, brother, how you doing, man?
What's going
Good to
on?
see you
What's
again.
going on, brothers?
Thank you for tuning in, man.
Yeah. I mean, I see the topic that you guys have. I mean, I want to throw in a little something. So being vulnerable in a safe place. Do you honestly? For my question right here for this topic. Do you honestly believe there is a safe place as far as being vulnerable?
You asking us?
We're gonna get to your question in 1 second, Wally. But I know Marcus was next, and then after that, because we're still answering QB's question. So Marcus is next, and after that, you can share, then I'll go. So go ahead, Marcus.
The question is being vulnerable in safe spaces. Is that the question?
For the most part, yes. Or talk about a moment, or you can talk about, for you, do you feel that you've had moments where you've rushed in too soon with a woman or whoever you date, and you just like, you either were vulnerable and it backfired, or she just proved herself not worthy for you to be vulnerable with? Have you rushed into a situation?
Yes. Yeah. Well, when it comes to, I'll answer it. Yes. You know, it happened. It happened before, but you know, you still learn and you move on, and you just learn to vet better and vet wisely. Because you don't. I don't believe in holding a grudge for that kind of stuff. I just think, hey, I just learned to say, hey, I'll just move more vicariously, and just hey, like make sure. That's why I ask questions more and I listen. And then as she's showing me more of her vulnerability, I'll throw little crumbs here or there of my vulnerability and start opening up little by little with her. So that's how I do it. And, you know, I'm with somebody now for about 4.5 years, and we've been strong ever since. And, you know, so, yep, basically.
Okay, awesome. All right. Who's next? I apologize. I had to step away. My nurse came in. Who's next? Is it Wally or?
I didn't go.
Well, I wanted you to go last on purpose.
Okay, cool.
Like, I want to give all the men, you know, I want to give the men some space right now. And then, of course, ladies will wrap it up in a bow. So, who's the next gentleman? I'll pick somebody. Mr. Best in the World, you were keeping track. Okay, Wally, are you still here?
Well,
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. And I apologize.
Okay, so go ahead. Sorry.
No, please go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
Wally's
what's the
next.
question
Wally's
again?
next. Sorry about that. Wally is next.
Okay, so what's the question?
Okay, so since we're talking about vulnerability and being in safe spaces, and in more specifically in relationships, intimate relationships, have you ever felt that you rushed into a situation before you got to know your partner, and it proved to be a space where you couldn't be vulnerable, or you didn't trust that person enough, or
Okay, hold on a moment, please. Hold on a moment.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll answer while we wait for Wally. Okay, I'm gonna say this, right? All right. I think that sometimes we do rush things, right? But I'll say this: every human being knows when somebody is not the right one for them, right? We see it. The signs are there. Your friends are telling you. Your mama done told you. Everybody told you. The mailman, the milkman, everybody told you. But you want that person to be something that they are not. Okay? And when you do that, it don't work out. Okay? All the signs are there, people. Okay? You know that this person is only gonna be in your life to be whatever they're gonna be. Okay? You know this girl comes over on Saturday, y'all do your thing, she go home. And I'm not even talking about intimacy. She may just be a movie girl, or y'all may just go to the library, or sometimes you may meet her at the coffee shop, or y'all may meet at a lounge, and sometimes they have those coffee shops where y'all can play board games. She's just a girl you see at the board games. Y'all have fun, y'all kick it, but y'all ain't talking about nothing and no life plans or nothing like that. You know what I mean? She's not wifey, you know what I mean? Or she's not even really wifey material. But you think because you laughed at a couple of jokes, or she laughed at a couple of your jokes, you know what I'm saying? Or he laughed at a couple of your jokes, and I'm going to talk about Sister Sue. Either one, y'all start thinking that this is going to be something more. No, okay? This person is just in this lane, okay? Don't try to make it nothing more. They already showed you that they don't want nothing more. They're showing you that they don't deserve to have nothing more, okay? Once you put the energy out there that, listen, I want to get to know you, you got to wait for that energy to come back. If the energy don't come back, then that person is not the right person for you, okay? If the energy come back, build, okay? Build with that person, get to know them, see where they at, see if they're really serious about you. You know what I mean? Because you know how you feel about them, right? You know what I mean? See if the energies are the same. But if somebody's a one-night stand or a fly-by-night or just a friend, then you need to keep it at that, okay? You know what I mean? Like 9 times out of 10, that's what it's gonna stay. You know, and I think people get mad. And they start trying to, excuse me, they try to start to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So now you want to be here and there, and now you want to get into all types of religion, and you want to talk to people who live so far away, and just no, it's not the people in your vicinity. It's you. Okay, you are making bad decisions. You are the problem. Okay, it ain't God. It ain't none of that. It's you. Look in the mirror. You. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna sing it for you. You. Okay, the problem is you. One more time. You. The problem is you. Okay, you are the problem. It ain't your city, it ain't nothing like that, okay? And like I said, it ain't God, it's you, okay? It ain't the devil either, it's you. You need to get you together, okay? And once you get you together, it don't matter if it's a man that lives in Antarctica or the man that lives down the block, you know what I mean, who works at 7-Eleven, or the woman that works down the block or whatever, or the woman that lives in Antarctica. You will be able to find the right person depending on you. You are the energy that you give yourself. Yes, Michelle, it's funny. You. So yeah, Wally, it's on you, brother. And I'm gonna close at you.
Wally, are you back yet?
Man. Yes, I'm back. I'm back.
No,
okay, so based on the question, right? Honestly, the what I can say is when it comes, I mean, I don't want to say I rushed into anything. I would say I didn't look at things the right way as far as dealing with certain people of the opposite sex, as far as just noticing if they're truly interested in this relationship or not. I'll say it like that to keep it short and sweet.
Okay. All right. I don't know if Zeke had a chance to speak. If he's still with us. Okay. I want to make sure I give all the guys time to share and speak before I bring in Queen. to share her thoughts from a woman's perspective about creating space for men to be vulnerable, and like what has your experience been? Have you found men being able to open up to you, and whatever else you would like to share in that realm?
I do think that men have been able to be vulnerable. I think sometimes I know situations that have occurred where it was like, oh, they took it as some of them have taken it as, oh, I like them. I'm like, no, I don't like you. I'm just trying to help you. Like, you had an issue. I'm just trying to encourage you. Like, so I think sometimes, and I would say, like, the Bible talks about guarding your heart because it's the wellspring of life, meaning that it's your precious commodity. Like, not everybody deserves you. Not everybody deserves that part of you. Not everybody deserves that deep intimacy with you beyond sex, because emotional intimacy is way more damaging when you get heartbroken than intimacy.
Yeah.
To share to reverse yourself inside out for someone, and for them to see that and take it as a weakness it's very damaging. So I say, you don't trust no one with your ATM card, your bank account. Then that's where you still need to be with who you are. Not everybody deserves that part of you. Like, this is what I deal with at one of my jobs. I used to deal with this every day. Oh, Queen, I really like him. And I'm like, dude, like, you can't even hold a job, and you worried about getting pregnant and having sex. Like, come on. Like, really? That's what you really worried about? You don't even clean. Like, you can't clean grease off the stove after you cook. Like, come on. Like, it's not that serious, like, everybody equates, oh, he smiled at me, or she took me out, or she paying me attention. I'm like, yeah, like, you have to be more selfish with yourself, and it's okay. And I don't think a lot of people do that. I don't think a lot of people take that as a priority. I'm my biggest gem. Like, I am the number one prize. But if I walk around and put myself in cheap races, I just become a cheap thrill. I'm more than that. Not everybody deserves that part of you. And unfortunately, a lot of times we have to go through a lot of pain and heartache to reach that point. But, I realized that in the past, I allowed someone's selfishness and the abuse harden me and block other people, and I refuse. And at one point, I just refused to do that anymore. I don't know if I missed out on anything. I believe everything happened for a reason, but I got to the point where I was like, no, I'm valuable, but at the same time, I'm worth the chase. I'm worth to, like, you got a deep dive for this one. This pearl is rare, and it ain't floating on the surface no more for you. It's not. I'm not going to make it easy for you. Just like I wouldn't expect you to make it easy for me. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. And I think that's the problem. So many people rush into things and rush. You don't even know this girl's middle name, and you already dating. You got a ring, and you trying to have babies with her. What? You don't know nothing about this chick. You don't know nothing about her family. You don't know nothing. And I appreciate even how I appreciate even how I met my husband. Like, I met him through a mutual friend.
Okay.
And we were 3,000 miles away from each other.
Wow.
We were in a 3 hour time zone difference. So, even
You
to the
gonna always
point
tell the
where
story all the time? God,
even when we started dating, when we were in the same area, we still got on the phone for a couple hours after the date because that was what we were used to. So we had to know each other on a different level versus just physical.
Okay.
So, yeah. And we want the right woman wants you to be vulnerable. Takashi. I don't know the other one, the green
sometimes,
symbol.
sometimes,
No, I said the right woman wants you
Mhm.
to be vulnerable.
Yes.
The right
sometimes. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
the
joking.
right
Let's.
woman wants you.
Go ahead, Queen.
No, the right woman wants you to be able to come home and break down from the stress you feel. Just as a black
Mm-hmm.
man walking this earth.
What now?
Yeah.
That's more intense than
Somebody said what now?
anything.
Like I
Yo,
know.
yo, bro, you disrespectful as hell.
No, that's I'm at work. That's what that's muted.
Oh, oh, I got you. I got you, Queen.
And see, I.
Queen. I hear what she's saying, and the thing is, I don't disagree with her. I'm really glad she came in there with grace when she told me that, because I wasn't like attacking women at all. That was not at all attacking women. Because I
No,
tell
no,
people I
actually,
don't get
actually,
never for women
I don't
shit.
think you were. I didn't think you were.
Thank you, thank you
I'm
for understanding
just
that.
saying.
Thank
No,
you.
no, no. I'm just saying. Like we all have our blockers up.
Yes.
And it
Everybody
takes
does.
it takes the right person to be patient to peel that onion and get through the tears, get through the pushback, get through
It's a
the
good
pain to
analogy.
get to that core. You know, it's
Hmm.
a lot. I wouldn't expect anything else. I would look at you weird if you just came and said, "Hey, here I am, naked and exposed." I would call the cops on you.
Yeah.
Like just vulnerable. Just put it all out there.
That
I
got
mean,
nothing
what
to do
what
with
what kind of
vulnerability. That got
stereotype?
nothing to
Not
do
the
with
birthday suit. Not
the
the
queen.
birthday suit. What in
I'm
the
That
talking
got nothing to
about
do
world?
with
birthday suit,
vulnerability. That's
emotionally,
crazy.
mentally, and physically. I would think you're
Yeah, he's all
weird.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sound effect. That's funny, but yeah, that's funny. That Queen's one. That's funny. He might be a shoot. What are those people called? He might be an
Flasher.
extremist to the extent.
Streakers.
Yeah, my bad. Exhibitionist to the extreme. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do
Mm-hmm.
with vulnerability. That's a little. That's a little bit more than vulnerability.
And
Maybe he's trying to be one with nature and follow Adam. I don't know, but I don't. That's kind of wild.
to
I hope that never happens. God Christ, I need to watch my eyeballs that
oh
day.
god.
But yeah, I get, but I get what you're saying. The right person, trust me, they'll be able to pull a layer from you more often than not, and
Yeah.
you'll determine whether or not they're the ones that you'll spend the rest of your life with and be vulnerable with. And vice versa. Same goes for her. Because the thing is, we're equipped to handle our ladies. We can do that. But
Oh Lord
I'll
have
be honest, like I
mercy.
said, nobody really wants to. And the thing is just because we've been told no matter what rate, I think I'll skip it out. Determinative race. We've been told it's never good enough for a dude to show his emotions. And I'm like, where do you think all that's gonna go?
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. Where do you think it's gonna go, man? Because like I said, your vessel is melting. You're going to explode.
Mm.
It'll be worse than the ladies. At least the ladies is getting getting hers off. Yours, oh man, it's not good. That's why I tell people like that is the most dangerous. That's some of the most dangerous self-destructive shit I've ever heard. To tell a dude that. No,
Mm.
dude, I'm not saying. And here's what I mean by that. And because this is more shout out to Kevin Samuels in this regards. Because when he said that's destructive, yeah, of course, he's got to be about his business. He got to do what he's got to do. But the thing is, he's better off betting off to his boys until that woman comes along. Not to vent to her about every freaking thing, but just when I think when that's why I said, man, QB heard me say this. When I said you're married, like, bro, that's everything all together. You get everything that comes with me, the good, the bad, all that. The same thing with my lady. The
Mm.
good, the bad, the ugly. All right.
Mm.
Hopefully, ain't too much ugly.
Hold on, let me build on that real quick. But first, it's Michelle. She says, "See all of me." No, we don't know. Save that for
Let's
save
put
that
Nikki comment.
save that for your guy, for your person.
Guys, same thing. Save it for your girl so she can see all.
See all the many names of Michelle. No, we good. Let me build on that real
That's
quick.
funny. You said see all of me. That sounds crazy.
Let me.
I don't see that much, sweetheart. That's a little too extreme. You haven't even had the water, had the salad. Be honest. Even then, the Victoria Ward
she says, no, not me. What are you talking about then?
I mean, hey, you listen,
let me. I know what you meant. Let me say this, right? Michelle, Michael, Melissa. Oh wow, she's laughing as well. Let me say this. Listen, yeah. I think yes. We even with our spouses, we may want them to take all of us, but I think at times nobody can take all of you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true too.
Whether it's good, bad, or ugly, people sometimes just need their space because they people. Like you know what I mean? Like. You know, and QB, you know this because you've been married before. Sometimes, you know, you want your time alone. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you're just like, all right, look, brother, I love you. You know what I mean? But yeah, right now, can I get can I just take a shower? Can I get some pizza? You know what I mean? Can I take a nap? Like, I'm gonna get with you. You know what I mean? But you got to give me a moment. So I think people also, we got to factor in that people sometimes are human. They have the human times. You know what I'm saying? She said, thanks, M3, you get me. We get you too. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. We understand. We just joking with you. We messing with you, sister.
Right.
Did Wally or QB or anybody else want to build on this? Anybody want to build before we start to wrap it up?
Well, I want to talk about real quick. I want to make 2 points. Okay, we become closed off for a reason, and we prevent ourselves from being vulnerable. And it goes all the way back to our childhood, depending on the environment you were raised in. For me, I was raised in an environment where children were seen and not heard. I was raised where I wasn't celebrated for the little things because some of my family members were so quick to point out the negative things. For me, I've always been, for lack of a better word, the chubbiest one in the family, the biggest one, you know. Even when I had a nice shape, I was still active and keep up with my cousins, I was still bigger than them, you know, and so that was always
do you feel like you would do you feel like, not to cut you off, QB, but do you feel like you would judge based on certain things? And do you feel like those things, do you feel like that prejudgment still affects you to today?
Yes, it carried way over into my life. When I went to college, I was like, okay, I'm away from home. Now I'm getting this attention from guys on campus. However, I didn't continue to work out and take care of my body. I got pregnant at 19. I gained more weight. Okay, I'm working these jobs. I'm gaining more weight and I'm not exercising and I'm not taking care of myself because I'm still holding on to trauma from I'm trying to raise a kid and I'm still a kid, you know, and so all that stuff at a time. So yeah, like there's so many layers, and that's why my therapist probably got a beach house somewhere now, because you know I had to open up all about all this stuff. Anywho,
beach house, nice.
Yeah, I'm about to say beach house.
Look,
y'all be like, yo, man, we can settle in after.
So, yeah, and again, it goes back to my childhood. There's so many other elements to that I don't want to get into now, and so we all take a look at our lives, and we probably can pinpoint where our moment of where we start closing off came from, where we start going into protection mode, you know. However, staying in protection mode can be detrimental to us as well. And so there are some benefits to being vulnerable. I know people are not going to always see it this way, but and this goes beyond relationships. Okay, so for me, I don't, not to keep talking about me, but because of the condition I have, it has changed the way I look physically. And so I've had to be vulnerable by still showing up in person to events, to be a speaker, to be to be on a panel or whatever. No matter how I dress, how I fix up, there's still a part of me you can see that you notice is different. And so I have to still show up, even though there are times I've had paralyzing anxiety. I've had to literally stop halfway through going to where I'm going and take some deep breaths because I am anxious about going to these people. So but when you open yourself up and you allow people to see who you are in here, you start to break down some of those barriers, and then you start gaining some strength, and learning who you are, what you're capable of. It helps you to build stronger relationships with the people around you. Okay, I want to touch on something Takashi mentioned about opening to your boys. Not everybody has a good circle of guys, because some guys can diss and down you by opening up. Man, you weak, you this, you that, you the P word,
Yep, I know about them.
So yeah, and then allowing yourself to be vulnerable opens up you to accept yourself more and improve your self-acceptance. Like, okay, this is who I am, flaws and all. I'm here. Love me or leave me. But I'm here. Now, is it easy? Is it overnight? Heck to the no. However, it's a process. It's a process. One last thing, touch on something else Takashi mentioned. Now, I can only speak from a Black experience because I'm Black in America. And a lot of what I notice about men goes all the way back to our slavery times. Men had to hold everything in. They had to be strong for the woman and the family unit. They had to be the caretaker. They had to do all these things that was placed on their shoulders unapologetically and without their permission. And that carried on throughout the centuries and the generations. And that's my take on it. So as a Black woman, that's why I say, I welcome you, Black men. I honor you. I create this safe space for you, because our Black men are not valued in every other aspect, in many other aspects of their life.
We're not only are we not valued, we can't fail. We can't fail at all. You got people who are still trying to drag Martin Luther King because, he had a weakness. All right, he had a weakness for the women. Okay, whatever. What man don't? Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like we all know that when people have a point of greatness, they also have a point of weakness. I don't know no man in history that hasn't had a point of greatness, and also a woman that doesn't have people. Basically, we all have points of greatness and we have points of weakness. Okay,
you need to write that out as a quote and tag.
Make that into a shirt.
Yeah, put it on the
points of greatness and points of weakness, because it's true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, whatchamacallit, he's a great fighter. He takes care of his kids, but he drink a little too much.
Okay. Look, I need to connect. Look,
that's why I'm best in the world.
Yeah.
But for real, man, I need to connect y'all with a friend of mine named Damon Thomas, who has a program, initiative, whatever you want to call it. It's called Men of Courage. And his main focus is connecting men together to share their stories, because men also. It's not just women get battered. Women have this, women do this. Men also, have these mental health issues. So I really need to connect y'all so y'all can have a discussion. That's going to be a bomb panel. But anywho, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me work.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool. I mean, and please, I would love to have that brother on. I would love to have anybody that can build and help us to grow, as a people. I'm with it. And I think, just speaking, before my illness, as I was entering into my illness, there was so much pressure. I was feeling so much pressure. I was trying to be, the king and provider in my home. I was trying to be a great brother. I was trying to be a great son and a great grandson and everything else. And I was trying to be, I was trying to, now acclimate myself to a parent that I haven't seen my whole life, now entering into my life. And I didn't know how to handle all that. It was too much. and I was trying to be a great uncle as well. I was becoming an uncle, so there was so many things that I was trying to put on. You know what I mean? It's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. It was too many straws on my back. It was too many straws on my back, and I broke. And I thought I had control, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to cope, of course, you use a coping mechanism. You're drinking too much. You're doing other things too much. You're just accessing the different things, and then you finally break down. You're eating the wrong things too much. You know what I mean? I'm eating deli sandwiches every day. I'm eating Popeyes every day. I'm eating McDonald's every day. You know what I mean? What do you think it's going to do? You know what I mean? But I'm doing this to cope. And
mess up your insides.
You know what I mean?
Long term.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and of course, exactly, as I'm coping, of course, I'm sleeping throughout the whole day. So around this time, I'll still be asleep. I'll be sleeping the whole day. M3 and Queen, they both know. You know what I mean? So, because I was depressed, I didn't know how to handle all these different things. I had lost COVID had made me lose, a great career opportunity, and I was just feeling a lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I got to bring this person in. I got to bring him in. He's definitely in the money. He got the doorbell. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he alert. And look, you gotta watch out when he come through because maybe some danger too. Gotta bring in the music producer for knowledge and relationships in the intellectual soapbox, DJ Eddie King.
Yes. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody. I'm having a good hot day. Sorry I'm late.
We all are, bro. Who is hot out here?
Oh my goodness. That high 880, man, is always traffic, man. Oh my goodness. It was traffic on 580. Couldn't even go there, so we had no choice. But how y'all doing today, man? How's everything? Thank you for inviting me to your show, man.
Man, you can always come in, man. You already know how we do. You know what I mean? Can't intellectual soapbox family. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. What's up, Queen? What's up?
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
You should usually say, "What's up, cheer." I don't think I get that today. So I'm on punishment, huh?
She working. She's trying to focus on something. But yeah, but yeah, it was just too much for me to handle at certain points. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And of course, it would have helped to be vulnerable to detox, but at times, you know what I mean? You don't think you could rely on no one because as a man, you feel like you can't fail. You know what I mean? You feel like I got to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So yeah, Eddie, what do you think about that? I'm talking about like how men, we want to be vulnerable, we want to be detox, but we feel like we can't fail. We feel like nobody gonna give us no excuse. Nobody gonna care about if we doing everything we can. They was gonna look at our flaws. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. And I feel like that's true. I feel like that's true. And then it's like we know how it is. Like if we do decide to look for a helping hand on certain things that we need help with, and then at some point we know how people think. They think that we need them, but then and that's why we have that type of energy for us to go out and do it on our own, man. And we got to pay everything. We got to pay everything. We can't. This is how I feel, man. I just feel that just like for me right now, I got to go out and pay everything myself. I cannot reach out and ask anyone for help. And this is what is important to save your money. Also, you have to save your money. Sometimes you got to put the material things away. You have to save money to better yourself, so you won't have to really reach out to folks. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to do it, but you know how people are these days. I'm just saying, you know how people is these days. Hopefully, I'm giving you the right answers, or I'm saying it right. But let me see.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, and this is why I have the mindset to go out and do it on own, because I have been in that situations. I've been there. I've asked a couple of people for some money to try to get it back on my feet. Constantly they went back to tell people what happened, and just trying to make me look like a fool. So ever since then, man, I just stuck to what I need to do and what I'm responsible for. I need to go out and do it myself, man. It's just stop asking for people's help. I'm
So
sorry,
are you
essential
saying
levels to it.
are you saying that are you saying that and be safe, lady Sophia? We know the thunder is shaking the windows. You know where you're at in Texas, but be safe. Definitely be safe. Okay. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Do you feel like people use your vulnerability against you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. All the time. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes,
Mm.
sir. 100%. But you know, I'm not. You know, and this is the thing. I don't say much about it, man. I just let people feel the way how they feel. Like whatever. Okay. You
Mm.
know, sometimes you don't even
Yeah,
want to
bro.
give that individual that much energy, man, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Hold on.
Wally or go ahead. Hold on. Wally or Queen? Do y'all have anything to say? I don't know if M3 is back. Wally, Queen, M3, y'all got anything to say? Because I haven't heard that in a minute.
I have
Hey,
something.
I'm sorry that I didn't say what's up to Jakazi and Queen. Hey, how you doing up there, the lady? Is it QB? There we go. QB. Hey, I got it right.
Two queens. Yeah.
I was gonna call you. I was gonna call you Queen B. You know.
That's another one. That's another one.
That's another one. Oh, okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Wally, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so this is like going back to my earlier statement. Well, my earlier statement that I made earlier when I hopped on. But the reason why, so let me just real quick explain. So the reason why I asked like if there's really safe spaces, right? So I know there is, right? Because like for instance, you know, if you got those rehabilitation centers where you just go meet up to like, oh, if you're talking about like your drinking problem or whatever problem issues you have amongst people in that case, in that community, you can be vulnerable in that situation to amount your situations and whatnot, and constantly trying to rebuild yourself. But the reason why I also ask is there's really true spaces because remember who's in these spaces? Other people, right? And that issue of giving yourself to someone else is conflicting because of course, as most people are saying so far, people can use your information against you. But in that same sense, I'll also have to say on that, you would have to give yourself over anyways, one way or another, because the issue is you already know someone's going to come for you one way or another. You just have to hope it doesn't happen. But the reality is someone would happen. My thing is, because I say it like this, if I told all of, like, for instance, let's say I said we all offline, like you cut off the live and I said something to all 6 of you right here. I know only 6 of you would know this in real life because I talked to you about it right here. That means I can question all 6 of you because my thing is I heard someone else said it, something that I never gave out to nobody other than you 6 people. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, in that same sense, you have to actually sacrifice yourself a little bit of your information because now it's like you gotta know if you can really trust somebody. You gotta test those waters. But amongst testing those waters, you gotta take steps.
People be out here playing telephone. That's what you're trying to say, brother.
In most cases.
They playing and that could affect your vulnerability when people are out here playing telephone and they saying this and they saying that, they ain't getting the story right. Yeah, that, you know, people sometimes do talk too much. You know what I mean? They talk a little too much. They say a little too much. They do a little too much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely you know, agree with that. You know, and the real wants us to lay it to bed, then join. Okay. Definitely, brother. You know, we'd love to see you here. Anybody else want to build on anything real quick? You know what I mean?
No, I'll do a quick thing and then we can end it. Oh, my bad. You guys can end it. But the thing is for me, like it can be used as a form of manipulation because, like I said before, that's playing on someone's emotions, whether guy or girl, and mostly dudes. I just, like I said before, it's dangerous for us to be told that shit because I'm not a fan of it. And that rhetoric is, like I said, so disgusting. I never want to hear it come out of anyone's mouth to say that we can't talk about what we want to talk about, how we the stuff we want to talk about more often than not express ourselves around our brothers, because I think it's better, because it's healthy that we're around them to talk about it. But the thing is, people either share too much, or honestly, they're taking part in the shitty dating scene. in a sense like that. Like that's why it's so bad, because they're led to reveal everything about everybody. But but a sense also here's also negative, the pendulum swing. Everybody has their guard up so much, nobody wants to be vulnerable. Reasonable
And to
to
that
within, but it will eat you alive. Because at that point, you might as well just live on a farm by yourself. And that's like I tell you,
Damn, that's a
sadly,
farm.
it's sad. Loneliness is a very pathetic, sad existence. Because trust me, that's not how you want to go out by yourself. Because you couldn't feel the need to express and understand somebody. And like I said, guys, we're men. We're not robots. I'm not a freaking robot. It's not like I can freaking turn off from from wanting to terminate you, in a sense. So I can't turn it off. It's not possible for me. And the thing is, we don't work like one. So don't think like men can detach. Like, bro, stop it. Once I've gotten attached to a chick that I really, really love and care about, dude, trust me, it's not easy to pull away like you think it is. The difference is I'm not in my emotion. The difference, more often than not, I've grown attached. And either that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the person. So that is something to always be on the lookout for. We got a bunch of men here who know what they're talking about. We got two lovely ladies here to really, help and hear what we have to say, which is a rare in this time of age, to be honest. Because I don't see nobody out there trying to give a place for a dude to speak personally.
Right. To the prior Jay, what he talked about earlier, right? Mentioned about how brothers need to stick together. See, and that's another thing. Even when it comes to what's going on in these YouTube streets amongst manosphere, red pill, stuff like that, is like because the candidness of the manosphere a little bit is you want to talk about is a space for men, but then when men naturally end up speaking, it's like, okay, well then eventually what happens? Well, eventually what happens is, okay, you a man, you hear another man, it's like, okay, now you're gonna down him because now you can call him beta or simp. Like, okay, I understand if you call him if he's a simp and he shows those sucking mentalities, it's like, all right, hey, I can't fight that. You show a sucking mentality, you show a sucking mentality. But my thing is, understand one thing. I don't put a beta and a simp in the same airspace. Because at the end of the damn day, I guarantee you a beta, if we're talking, because when you talk about alpha and beta, I look at that as wolf stuff, right? And at the end of the day, you still have to have soldiers. Now, yes, there's going to be a criteria of alphas, right? As far as your leader. Think about it. You got your king, you got 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 rooks. Those are your big boys. Your big soldiers amongst your king. Right? And of course, you got your queen. After that, you got a bunch of pawns. So that's basically your betas and anything under that. My thing is, don't your betas still fight?
Beta and simps ain't the same thing. I thought they were the same thing.
No.
What?
No.
Say it again? Say it into what?
I thought beta and simps were the same thing. I ain't really know.
Oh hell! Well, see, that's how they label it, but I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like that, no. Because my thing, think about like how I just broke it down. Okay, think about it. Are your pawns really alpha? If they can only move 1 or 2 steps forward, how are they alpha? They beta or anything under that. But they still your soldiers though. They still fight for you, right? So my thing is, once again, when you do, like when we destroy our own soldiers, it's like, damn, now you're destroying your own soldiers and then making them work for their team. Like, what the fuck that's gonna be then? Sorry for my language, but my thing is, once again, so if these are your brothers, you gotta raise them up. And even though they're gonna be raised up at a certain level, that's okay. That's where they at.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. That's the combativeness I have with the master a little bit, because like, okay, you can't say that this is a man's space, and then when men come over here, it's like then you want to knock them down to the bottom tier, as far as being called a simp.
Yeah.
Even if you call a man a beta, it's like, well, let's be real here. That's not the lowest form. Technically, even in if you ever watch Teen Wolf, like right, as far as the beta wolf, that's naturally the second in line to an alpha, basically how they explained it, because then that's when they wake up. Even though technically, if you look at all the men traits, right, as far as I've seen when I did my reading, it's not even like, because if you ever heard there's a sigma, there's some other stuff here and there, and sigmas are somewhat close in similarities to an alpha. So this is what I'm saying. You got the alpha, and then you got certain soldiers under that alpha, and then you got the beta, and you got certain soldiers under the beta. My thing is, so when they call these dudes betas, like, that's not even the worst one, though. That's not even weak link. But even then, those are still your soldiers. They will still do what they have to do to mend these wars.
So Wally, hold on, brother. So you think that they are not using the term beta male properly? Is that what you're trying to say? They're not using it properly.
Cause think about it, they use it. Cause see, the way they using it amongst they're using it amongst the pill ideology to mix with the beta ideology. So my things, once again, is like, okay, ask yourself one question: who amongst these spaces, amongst Master Red Pill, ever talked about the true characteristics of a beta? Literally, other than like speaking, like, other than being a peon or he's a simp. Betas are not simps like that.
It's more like elitist, like as if they know shit when they really don't. They know things based off.
So once again, it's like, this is my whole thing. Like, I don't put, cause like, for instance, I remember there was a content creator talking about how, why don't simps and pick-me's be together? But I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And then I was at another platform, and they was describing the pick-me's versus the femininity. Like, someone was explaining on social media that there's a difference between the two, which I laugh at, because like, okay, even if a woman was a pick-me, ask that woman what she wanted a man, and I guarantee you she don't want just any man. So that's that stupid shit. Like, I don't even understand. Like, I wouldn't even subscribe to that whole pick-me ideology crap that they selling.
So are you saying that the women also have unrealistic qualification and expectations? Because that's something else that I see too. Sometimes the women have unrealistic qualifications and also expectations when it comes to picking a mate.
Yeah, no. So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, okay, the topic, right, was why don't pick-me's and simps be together? But my thing is, a pick-me wouldn't want to be under a simp, because my thing, once again, I label a simp as a bona fide sucker. But my thing is,
I'm with you.
Well, it's short for simpleton, but that's why I'm just saying, like, that's why I wouldn't qualify. Like, if you, like, this is why I don't put the simp and the beta together in the same sense. Because like I said before, a pick-me, like, I'm gonna just say it like this, right? Because if a pick-me woman is just someone that wants to be picked, I mean, she could be picked by any man. But my thing is that really the man she wants to be around? That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just sit here and say that a pick-me woman just want to be picked, because she can easily be picked by some thugs. She can easily be picked by anybody. She can be picked by a freaking psychopath. But does she want to be with that type of person? No. So once again, it's like, the way how they describe these terms and how they want to pick and choose, like, where they should be aligned to, it's like, bro, like, that's stupid. Like, this is why I don't really.
Well, here's my thing though. Hold on, QB. Hold on 1 second. I just want to say something real quick. I know Eddie was trying to say something too, so we're gonna go to QB then Eddie.
I'll just ask you what is beta male and simp. I didn't know what that meant.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that. Hold on.
That's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna have to work on speaking that later.
Hold on. Hold on. Because I do wanna. We are about to close in like a few minutes, but we're having a great conversation here. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to build. You know what I mean? So. My thing is this, right? At the end of the day, right? I just think that when I look at this whole red pill movement and blue pill, whatever, I think this is a bunch of bitter people who are projecting based on their experiences. You know what I mean? They mad because somebody done hurt them, and they don't know how to readjust to life. Listen, when life give you lemons, make motherfucking lemonade. All right? You know what I mean? Stop going around bitching and complaining that you got lemons. Make you some damn lemonade and drink it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, learn how to work with what you got, and also learn how to switch things up. You know what I mean? If you see that certain women are acting a certain way towards you, you know what I mean? Look in the mirror, because it may be you. Or it could be the women that's also around where you live. If you live in a bad community, they don't have no structure and values, you're going to get women that ain't got no structure and values most of the time. That's just life. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to make excuses for none of the women, You know what I'm saying? None of the females, I'm sorry for acting that way. You know what I mean? But that's just the facts. You know what I mean? I know it's hard for people to see that, but that's just the facts. So QB, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I think that would make a great discussion for like an all male panel because I sent M3 and Mr. Best a picture. There are actual 5 different archetypes, male archetypes, and from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
an alpha male doesn't go around saying it with his chest he don't have to say a word because his characteristics, his persona, his ability to control the space he's in and not even demand that people just give him respect because he has proven himself. To me, that's an alpha male. But a man who goes around, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, that's not really an alpha male to me. But again, that's another discussion for a whole other day.
Right.
And I'll be happy to listen to you men hash that out.
Uh,
Um,
but yeah, to your point, 84. Like once again, it's like this. Just like I said, it's just like I said before, right? Because I wouldn't really be too so hard to knock any other brother where he's at. Because like I said before, we all still fighting these same troubles and issues all together one way or another. So my thing is when they out here, saying what they say about these certain dudes and where they are in their position, is like, hold on a moment.
Mm-hmm. Wait, does anybody have any final thoughts? Because we're wrapping it up, y'all. Anybody got final thoughts?
I was just asking, what is a beta male and simp? That's what I was asking.
A beta male is almost like second in line. He's like the person that does the work. He's usually quiet and follows the directions of the leader, which is usually the alpha male. If the alpha male is leading properly. Again, we have to look at the animal kingdom for.
I'm back.
Okay.
No, you can finish.
I'm just saying, just look at the animal kingdom, especially with the wolves, how they run in packs and how their pack is set up, and the hierarchy of leadership. Anyway, that's all I have to say on that. I'm not a man, so I can't speak fully on all of that. I'm gonna stay in my women's place.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's just like, let's be real about one thing. When pawn, like, let's look at it. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's look at it just in chess. Every piece of pawn, like, okay, imagine, let's say you start your battle, right, and you move all your pawns off the board, right, and you just do it just with your big time soldiers and yourself and your queen. You think you can win the war without the pawns? I doubt it.
Of course not.
I doubt it because I haven't seen a pro did it yet.
I mean, every piece is valuable.
It's a strategy. And let's be honest, if you have the chance, if your pawn has the chance, if you strategize the game well, your pawn can get up there to the next side and be that top soldier. So once again, this is like a little bit my whole point. Like this whole manosphere thing, like there's some rough patches with the manosphere. I'm not saying like, oh, the mission or the ideology behind it is not what it speak about amongst men that is an issue, because it is. But my thing is, there's just some rough patches where it has some flaws. But in most things have flaws. So, hey.
Okay. So, first I want to say thank you all so much for joining in the conversation. We started out talking about detoxing your life, and we ended up with being vulnerable in safe spaces. I just want to give this one piece of advice. Don't isolate yourself. I understand we all have gone through some traumatic things in our lives that can cause us to put up these walls and cause us to not want to open up ever to anyone. However, when you close yourself off, you're also closing yourself off from all the positive healing and loving energy that could flow your way. So take that into consideration when you put yourself behind all these walls and call yourself protecting yourself from being vulnerable, being hurt again. Life has no guarantees. We're going to be hurt by something or someone, but it's a matter of how you go through it. Not get over it, but go through it. And I also want to remind you, aim for excellence and not perfection. No one is ever going to reach perfection, but aim for excellence in all that you do in your life. And sometimes that calls us to be a little vulnerable and put ourselves out there and let our wants known, our desires known. We might have to lean on someone that may not, anyhow. Here we have a guest.
Yes, let me bring in our brother. He came in just at the nick of time. You know what I'm saying? Daryl Long, what's going on? And also, I want to shout out to Truth. Where you at, man? You supposed to be up here. I was having a conversation. You ain't here. What's going on?
I'm just enjoying the night. How you doing, QB? Lady Queen?
Eddie who? What?
I said Lady Queen.
I thought you said Eddie Queen. I'm like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do?
You messing with my opposition.
I didn't know what was going on, man. I thought I did something wrong.
Shout out to the fellas and the ladies, man. I see y'all having a real good conversation over here.
It's going in all directions. What would you like to add to what you've heard so far?
I think that, I've been talking about being vulnerable being vulnerable in safe spaces. You gotta be able to really vet if it's a safe space or not first before you be vulnerable. That's one of the things that I've learned in the last year, basically, is and it's hard even doing that, right? Because you want to be vulnerable, you want to be trusting. But I would definitely suggest to people, before you do that, make sure that you definitely vet more. And if you do make a mistake, forgive yourself for being vulnerable in that, in that situation, so you don't go down a path of bitterness and you're really able to put yourself in a position where you can do it again under healthier circumstances.
All right. Thank you for that. I know, Queen. I apologize, Lady Queen. I want to give you about 4 minutes. So, who's our timer person?
I got you.
So I want to give her enough time. I hope 4 minutes is enough. I can't believe we've been on here almost 3 hours. Like, I thought this was going to be like an hour-long show, and like here we are 3 hours later. So, McQueen.
Sorry, QB. Sorry.
My bestie. No, well, see, here's the thing. I'm sorry. Here I go talking more. Takashi brought up a great point, and I'm the type of person, if someone feels like they need to talk about something, it's my responsibility to allow that space and not shut them down, because who knows who else needs to hear this conversation tonight. That's what Conversations is all about. It's that cozy space. It's that safe space. It's that comforting, warm, and loving space. And y'all can get hyped the rest of the week on all the other platforms. But over here, it's all about love and comfort and peace. So, anywho, thank you.
Wait, who's that in the dark? Who's that in the dark? Who is that? Who's Darkman? Who is
that? That's the person who don't like.
That's what I was like, what the hell is that?
Hey, I don't know what the heck is going on with this phone.
That's that man who don't want to open up to nobody. But I ain't gonna say nothing because you I got to get on you. I ain't want to gossip, but y'all heard that from me. Okay, so Miss Queen, my bestie in the internet world.
That's right.
And we're gonna be in real life one of these days. Just wrap up.
What are we
about being vulnerable, about opening yourself up, or providing space for people, men, women, children, whatever. Whatever you want to share.
I think we all kind of hit it. I think it's just very important. Like I said before, I learned a lot as a child, high school, adult, about sharing who I was and letting down. And then I was guarded and I didn't trust nobody. And, and then it's like, okay, you go into adulthood. Now you're rerouting yourself and figuring things out. And I think it's just important to be to really be selective of who you are, sharing that intimate part of who you are. Like I said before, I did it before, and I shared my heart with people and vulnerable, and then I realized they weren't sharing the same. Like it was more like, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. But so then the seesaw become unbalanced. Like when you're in a seesaw, you're both going up and down. Like it's not just one person on the top and one person on the bottom. Then it's an unbalanced seesaw and you're both not putting in the work. So, then I gave people the benefit of the doubt. Oh, maybe they ain't going through nothing. And come to find out, they were just being fake and phony. So who I am, what I do, is it's precious to me. Like my life is not YouTube. My life is not streaming. I have a life outside of this, and it's precious to me, even that. Like not everybody will know what Queen is doing in Queen's real life, because you don't deserve that part of me. You don't deserve that part of my journey. You don't deserve that part of my ladder to climb up to the top. And you don't deserve to go with me. And it's okay. I don't, it's not that I don't respect you, but I've been okay with that. Like my circle has gotten smaller and smaller, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with sometimes just taking a walk by myself. I'm okay with taking a swim by myself. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Before I wasn't okay. It's like, oh, let's have some people over. Oh, let's go over here. Let's go. And I'm like, I feel like my husband's taught me that. Like, no, it's okay to just chill and not do nothing and not be around nobody.
Yeah.
Or he do be on that
Okay.
time. He do be on that time for real. He do.
Yeah.
He do.
So, even my sister was like that. She came out here for vacation and she was like, I just want to chill. And I'm like, you don't want to go nowhere? No, no. And she was like, yeah, we can do that, but I just want to chill. Like, it's okay. Why are you running around doing all this stuff? And so, yeah,
Okay.
protect your safe space
Okay.
and create one.
All right.
Mm. We're
Thank
gonna
you
clip
so much
that.
for that.
Eddie
So
gonna clip that. He definitely is. I know he is.
You better clip that one rather than my argument.
I got you, Queen. I got you.
all right. So would
I like
anyone
that.
else like to have any final thoughts?
Okay, so
Conversation.
since we had Queen, since we had Queen, yeah, Eddie, you funny though. So we're gonna go to Eddie and 3, Jay, Wally, Daryl, myself, and QB will close this out. So Eddie, go ahead, bro.
All right, man. Yo, 84. I'll just head out right now. I gotta get
Oh,
some
you gonna head out
sleep.
now? Okay, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I will say this for the announcements, everybody. Thanks for having me on. QB, appreciate you. Really happiness for you bring, sister. It's always needed. And like I said, it's a great thing of respect for you to be here and give us some knowledge and some stuff that can help better our lives. I will take everything you said in consideration. And to everybody here, subscribe and like to Knowledge and Relationships. They do great content. And also beware for my stream Saturday. Oh, of course, my chill out Thursday. But Saturday we have a topic: is the approach key in conversing, and that's going to be on Saturday at 8 p.m. So I want some cats to show up in there so they can touch up on that topic, because I'm going to start shutting people down on how they approach people. I gotta shut it down. Other than that, y'all have a great night, and I gotta hit the snooze.
Bye, darling.
Good night, brother.
All right.
Good night, family.
We're gonna go to Wally. Wally, what's going on, man? Let them know where they can find you. Let them, give your final thoughts as well.
My final thoughts is here. This is like, when it comes to the whole process of vetting or trying to be in these places, you just gotta understand. Yes, you're not gonna win with everybody every single time when you open up. This is why you just gotta know ahead of time. You just gotta be ready for whatever bloodshed you're gonna have to take, and just from that, find your time and space to heal from that and be like, it is what it is. With that said, this is the Intellectual Soapbox, and if you don't know, now you know. Salute to you.
Salute to you, brother.
Hey. That is
feel free to
Biggie
stick
Smalls
around too.
quote. Okay. That's
What did he say?
that is Biggie Smalls' quote. Okay, that's his words.
That's Biggie. But thank you. I'm from Brooklyn, so thank you. Definitely. And y'all feel free to stick around once we close. If y'all want to, we can chop it up after. We're gonna go to our brother Daryl Long. Daryl, what's good, bro? Let them know who you are. Let them know where you can find you.
Y'all know me, man. Daryl Long. Y'all can find my channel just by typing in my name. I definitely appreciate the conversations like this. Tomorrow we are having a conversation about pocket options, NFTs, stocks, bonds, ETFs, Coinbase, which is a cryptocurrency platform. And we just talking about how to make money. We might do a little bit of real estate in there. And just have a genuine conversation. I think financial literacy is something that we don't talk about enough. So I'm dedicating every Wednesday to talking about financial literacy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Much love to you. You know how we do. We're gonna go to Queen
sure.
next. Queen Forever 2K. Let them know who you are. Let them know where they can find you.
Ring a ding ding.
Queen.
I'm trying to unmute myself. Stop it. You can find me on Intellectual Soapbox, Instagram, Queen Forever 2K, and KNR with the coffee cup, because I enjoy coffee dates. And have a good night.
Lord have mercy. Now we're gonna go to the music producer for Knowledge Relationships and Intellectual Soapbox, DJ Eddie King.
Yes. Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank Mr. Best for inviting me up. Number two, thank you for everyone for joining the panel. Thank you everyone in the chat. Please like and subscribe and share if you would like. Hit that notification bell. That way you get recent videos, new videos, old videos, whatever you like. Shout out to M3. I am the music creator for Knowledge and Relationship and intellectual soapbox. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm stumbling. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm sorry. You can find me out on YouTube, DJ the King, Instagram, dj.eddie.king. And I will pass this to Mr. Best. Thank you very much for watching the show.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm gonna go to the best. Hold on, Queen. You had the time. We're gonna go to the CEO of Knowledge and Relationships and also the best leader in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The leader of the Knowledge Relationship family. M3, what's going on? Let them know who you are. Let them know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, definitely for sure, man.
Turn on your light.
Look, man. you could find all of us on Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube and on Twitch as well too. Tune in, get the subscribers and likes up, but also get the likes and subscribers up for the Intellectual Soapbox. Family and always welcome. By the Knowledge and Relationships family. But anyways, this is your boy M3. Make sure you ladies and gentlemen, before y'all go to any of our wild platforms, make sure y'all get your minds right as always. Thank you, Mr. Best in the world. Take it away.
Definitely. I'm going to go to Conversations herself, QB. You know what I mean? QB, get off that phone.
I like the nails. QB. There we go. Hey. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I was trying to find the perfect quote. So everyone knows, well, if you're new to this, then I like to give quotes all throughout. I like to start and end with a quote. So here goes. Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's our greatest measure of courage. So, don't be afraid to be vulnerable a little bit. Open yourself up just a little bit. Take down your walls little by little. So, allow yourself to be loved.
Especially M3. But oh man, I want to thank everybody in chat, man. Thank everybody on the panel. You know what I mean? Thank you, brother Razi, for dropping that heat, man, dropping them bars. Woo! You know what I mean? Want to thank everybody that came up, man. Thank everybody for showing me love. You know what I mean? Daryl Long, Jay Takashi, Wally, DJ the King, Queen Forever. You know what I'm saying? M3, you know what I'm saying? And QB, you know what I'm saying? Thank you all for coming up. Thank you all for showing love, man. Appreciate all y'all. I want to thank It's Michelle for lighting up the chat. Thank you. Thank you for Lady Sophia as well. Truth, thank you for coming in. Even though you came in late, brother. Thank you for coming in. Shout out to Big Slaps. Be easy, that dude. Everybody show me love, man. Thank y'all for all showing me love. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for Mr. Killer for, also subscribing. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. And definitely, you will catch us next Tuesday on another edition of Intellectual Soapbox, the Q-versations. You know what I mean? Format, okay? Rock out, like and subscribe. And please, once we end this, please leave a comment, like and share, okay? We would definitely appreciate that. With that, I'm going to drop the outro. Feel free to hang out, family. And anybody else that's live, we are out.
The DJ.